You're about to watch another episode of The Dungeon Run, but did you know that you can actually be part of the adventure? When you tune in live on Wednesday nights at 6 p.m. Pacific time, you can make your voice heard and help determine the fate of our adventurers. We hope to see you there.
Greetings and welcome to The Dungeon Run, a live tabletop role-playing game where your interactions help tell the tale. I am Lord Ereban, Keeper of Secrets, and your host for tonight's campaign. Together, we stand witness as our intrepid adventurers face terrible danger and most certain doom in their quest for glory, valor, and most importantly, treasure. Throughout our time together, you will be called upon to help guide decisions made within a game. In addition to our live chat interactions, those that are brave enough can purchase one of 3 unique digital items. You could bestow upon the adventuring party the gift of advantage. That's the ability to roll 2 20-sided dice at once. Or perhaps you'll want to be the wind at our adventurers' backs and allow them to draw from the force of good deck. Finally, if you're a bit more evil like I am, you can add an additional challenge to the adventure, and you can purchase a Force of Evil card. And tonight, I am adding a new element of fun to the mix. It's on you. It's on you. Let me explain. You can purchase an IOU, and each time you do, it will light a Force of Good candle. And when the goal is reached, a Force of Good card will be awarded to a random member of the team. 1 IOU lights a candle. After the first IOU Force of Good card is awarded, 2 IOU purchases will light a candle. After that, 3, and so on and so on. This will reset after every episode. If at the end of tonight's adventure there are candles still lit, they will carry over to the next show. Also, you have the power to submit your idea for a Force of Good or Force of Evil card, and we might use it on the show. Head over to thedungeonrun.fandom.com to submit. You can upload your fan art there as well. And to those who have already submitted, I see you, and I thank you. Now, let's meet tonight's brave souls, our cast of characters, if you will. Please welcome Katie Michaels as Lily Dumblestock.
Hi.
Hello. Ronald Ogden as Uggo.
Hey, weren't you in Dream? I'll go confused.
Morgan Peter Brown as James Quillis. We love you. Jessica Lynn Parsons as Fahima Tig.
Oh, hello.
Hello. Jared Kajak is Sivred Thistle.
Guess what, Lord Ereban?
What?
My mom's in town.
Oh, hello, Mother.
Yeah, she's here to see the baby, and she's watching the show tonight, and she has no idea what I actually do.
Oh, that should be good. She'll
Hi,
be
Mom.
happy, I promise. And finally, and last but not least, our dungeon master, Mr. Jeff Canotta.
The idea of her seeing him talk to you, and that cleared things up. It's great.
We have so much fun here. Now, as the journey continues, I, Lord Ereban, will be joining you in your social conversation around the game. So, keep an eye out for my avatar and comments. And oh, before we begin, I have a favor to ask of you. It would give me and us great pleasure if you would share the show. Just click below and let all of your admirers know that you are watching the Dungeon Run. Now, keep the comments coming, be ever vigilant, and let the dice roll!
All right, everybody. Yeah. Hi to Jared's mom.
Yeah.
This is awesome. Oh, my goodness. Okay. Well, before we get into things, a couple of quick notes.
Did you get a haircut?
I did get a haircut, but that's not the note. Thank you.
Good note.
First of all, last week was a crazy week, and Ammo Sean purchased a Force of Evil card against me, the DM.
Yes.
And I did not handle that well. I'll be the first to admit I did not handle that well. So we're gonna do a make good this week, and Ammo Sean, I apologize. You have a free Force of Evil card to be used as you want. When you decide,
Against
it could be against me.
No, it's against him.
You don't want to, but thank you, and that is, we'll see how that goes. But it was a strange moment. Also, note the candles in the back.
Yeah.
Now the community is going to be lighting the candles. It's going to be super fun. Secondly, I forgot to mention at the end of last week, we all leveled.
Yes, we are.
The team is now level 4.
Yeah.
People have new skills. People have new spells.
We're
so
invincible! No,
we are level 4.
we're really not.
Okay.
Yes, we are.
Now that we have that
Feeling
settled,
good.
let's catch everybody up, shall we?
Yeah.
Do it.
It started as a simple dungeon run, but it has turned into an epic quest. When these 5 adventurers looted the Secret Keeper's amulet, right there,
Ta-da.
from an abandoned dragon's lair, they knew they had found something special, but they did not realize they held a centerpiece of Ain's history in their hands. It allows them to communicate with you, the watchers of the time stream, and gain the benefits and challenges you bestow upon them. And it also seems to be a key to finding and helping the Wardens, Ain's legendary protectors. Our team has already found one Warden, a Storm Warden, with the electrical power of lightning. They freed it from a prison in the sky where it was being used by a mad tinker to power his incredible inventions. Unfortunately, the 100-foot-tall Warden came falling out of the sky and crashed at an orc encampment where a contingent from the orcish city of Ukdun was constructing or transporting a massive cannon. Our orc, Uggo, challenged their captain to single combat for control of the unit, and he seemed to be winning when Lily somehow made a connection with the catatonic Warden, triggering a massive amount of energy to be released through the amulet and through our team, casting them into the Warden's unconscious mind. What they witnessed there was a memory of what seemed to be the final battle of the War of Ideas, the great war that shattered Ain hundreds of years ago. Our team lived through the experience of 5 ancient heroes who gave up their lives to become the Wardens. After a titanic battle, these heroes' minds and identities were wiped clean by none other than Lord Ereban himself, who locked their memories away along with the secrets about the war and the glittering Ariat age that preceded it. When our team returned to their own time and place, they were greeted by their ally, Torvald the Timid, a member of the Natural Order, a group of wizards who had been investigating the disappearance of the Wardens for some time. Torvald informed the team that their connection to the Wardens and their ability to unlock the memories trapped inside each made them the most important people in all of Ain. Their quest was clear. Find the Wardens, free them and witness their memories. Find out if the threat that shattered the realms of Ain hundreds of years ago is coming back, and if so, what can be done to stop it. Torvald told the team that members of the Natural Order were working on multiple fronts. He offered to transport them to a wizard who had a lead on the location of another warden, or to the scholar, a researcher who may shed more light on the history they witnessed. The team chose to head to Nightstone Abbey in the bustling city of Turles, the location of the scholar and the former resident of James Quillis, librarian. And so, as we ended last week, Torvald opened a portal and our team stepped through. And the first thing they noticed was the smell. It's a familiar smell to James Quillis, a smell of parchment, lamplight, oil, and stale air. A hint of dust and grime fills your noses too. As you notice where the portal leads you, as you exit the portal, you see you are in a very small room with some brooms, a mop, some crates, a barrel or two, and a set of stairs.
Oh.
So we appear in like the janitor's closet, essentially?
Yes.
It's the basement. Yeah, it's the.
Am I able to tell whether we're in the instruction hall or the residence hall?
It seems to you like this is likely a place you've seen before. It's the basement of the instruction hall.
Got it.
Smell like cave.
Well, it's a basement.
It's cute.
It is what it is.
Is this where you're from?
It's where I've lived for most of my life, yes.
See, humans and orcs are ancestors. You guys make caves too.
Yes, indeed. Right, well, here we are.
Do you want to lead the way then?
What time of day is it?
It's early-ish, midday, early, before noon, I would say.
Yes, I suppose if we're heading right to Fesh, yes, he's probably in this very building, so at the moment.
Is there anything we need to know about this place?
Are there rules? You have to be quiet all the time.
I mean, no, it's as much an academy and a university-style establishment as it is a library.
Is this where you went to school to learn your spells?
I mean, yes, it's where it's where I went to school. It's where I was taught as a librarian and a historian of ancient culture and such. But
I can't imagine the kind of magic I could have learned if I had gone to this university.
Who is Alpha?
You mean Micha, lead instructor Micha is the. I don't know that we need to bother him with what we're doing, but listen. Before we rush forward and talk to Fesh,
Is your daddy?
yes, there's a few things. He was not telling me about any of this, so I assume not many others at Nightstone know that he's a member of the Natural Order. Maybe they do. I don't know that, but it was a surprise to me. So,
So keep secret.
yes. So we might need to play it cool.
We have to fight him?
No.
We got a force of good.
He's your father.
Sorry to interrupt you guys real quick. Force of good for Lily from Proco.
Thanks. Coin of certainty. A normal-looking silver coin that appears to have both heads and tails, but when flipped, will always land heads up. If you would like.
I need that. I really need that.
Real handy.
That's a good one. I like that a
But
lot.
which leads me to something else. I don't know exactly what Torvald has told Fesh. It will probably come as a great surprise to him to see me here with you all as an adventurer. Much less one of the, as he said, 5 most important people in Ain, which is a fact I'm not wrapping my head around easily.
Don't you think he'll be impressed?
Are you criminal?
I hope so. No.
I mean, it's okay if you are.
No. He didn't. No.
Okay.
James,
Yes.
I feel like I'm pretty good at reading a room, and you seem a little nervous.
Yeah.
A lot's changed since I was here a month ago.
That's true. And I know it can be scary to tell your family about big changes, but he's gonna be proud of you.
I hope so.
If he's anything like you are, you would be proud of you.
And if he's not, I'll go punch him.
No, Uggo.
Well, he should be proud of Son. Son is very good.
Thank you.
What does he like? Maybe we can give him something. Does he like tobacco or
No.
cheese, wine?
I mean, he likes books. He likes wine, certainly. But I mean, honestly, he's very matter of fact. I think the less we beat around the bush, and the more. I mean, I think what he'll like most is all the information we have for him.
Hilariously, this conversation is happening in a very small room with a broom and a mop and a barrel and a crate.
Actually,
let's go.
James.
Actually, one moment, real quick. Since to kind of help, get us around easily, I'm going to reach into my pack and pull out my scholar's robes, and I'm going to change clothes.
They're beige,
Okay.
like all of the robes at Nightstone Abbey, and pretty plain, but they fit you very well.
I've worn them for a long time.
Indeed.
They probably fit me better than the leather armor.
Uggo pulls out the perfume vial and
From Dufo Hymns, it smells terrible.
We need to leave. Now we need to leave immediately.
Although you would take a -2 to stealth.
Yeah.
It's all right.
cool.
All right. Okay.
All right, so you guys kind of make your way up the stairs. Yes?
Wait, before we leave, Siv, don't you think we should check out this barrel and this crate before we leave? Just to see if there's anything in it?
Sure.
Okay.
I'll pop it open.
Yeah, I mean, it's a trash bin that has garbage and dust and dirt and grime. The crate itself is empty.
What'd you find?
Nothing.
Oh.
Well, garbage.
Oh. I'm not as good at this as you are, I suppose.
Are we
I'm
ready?
sure there's lots of interesting things in the building. That's why I was asking him if there's anything I shouldn't do. And he said nothing.
A
so
lot
let's
of
go.
stealing.
There is good orc saying, one orc's garbage is another orc's garbage. You should take something.
All right.
Maybe give me a heads up if you plan on stealing anything. Please.
Garbage?
Thank
Can't
you.
take garbage?
No. No, I'm not talking about garbage. I'm talking about other more valuable
I'm sorry
things.
that I opened the lid on this one.
That's all right.
So you guys move up the stairs, and as you open the door, you hear much more noise than you did in that sort of sub-basement area, very small room. Now you've entered into a hallway that seems to have, you can imagine a university wing. It has doors along the sides, and you can hear classes being conducted in them. In fact, James would probably recognize some of the classes: the dangers of magic, post-war reconstruction, book cataloging, do's and don'ts. So
Very important,
Yes,
very important.
you hear the sounds of lectures being given, and clearly school is in session, and there are quite a few people. But you manage to walk down this hallway relatively unnoticed. Everybody's sort of in the rooms, and there's nobody milling about in the hallways. You see another stairway at the end of the hall that leads up to the second floor.
Are there any students or people around?
No, they're in the rooms.
Like, okay, are
Yeah.
there?
No, yeah.
It would be
Are
like
any of
during.
them orcs? Are any of them orcs?
Well, you can look through. I mean, you'd have to probably open a door. There's not really windows on the
Not
door.
really, okay.
Yeah,
Never
you'd
mind.
have to
Not
open the
gonna
door to
open
look.
it, not
But
gonna
I'm so excited right now. I love school.
I'll admit, it feels good to be back.
Oh, speaking of excitement, is there a place I can post a letter here before we leave? I wrote a really, really long letter to my dad all about the wardens, and now I have to include this bit about being at a university.
Turles is a major city, yes. That won't be a problem.
Okay, great.
sorry to interrupt. Another force of good for Lily. This one also comes. This also comes from Praco. And listen,
Wow,
I'm the
wow.
last person to discourage forces of good. Forces of good are great. We appreciate them. But Praco is hoping that there is going to be a flute in this deck, and I'm here to tell you there is not. I'm sorry. There is no flute
You
in the
think
deck.
you want
You and me
to put it in the deck.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you, Praco.
She's just swimming in them over there.
Flumpy Bank.
What?
Flump.
Sorry, what?
Flumpy Bank. A small porcelain figurine in the shape of a flump. Is that right? Filled with 10 D20 gold coins. But you have to break it to get them.
Whoa. 10 D20.
Whoa.
I can tell you all
Whoa.
about flumps.
Oh, look what I found on the floor.
Popped out of the amulet, actually.
Oh.
The amulet was on the floor. Sorry,
A
guys.
flump looks kind of like a jellyfish, but has like tentacled eyes popping off of it. It's beautiful, and the craftsmanship of a flumpy bank, of a porcelain flumpy bank, is remarkable. I mean, it is gorgeous. This thing is been painted with all the details that you would find in a flump. So yes,
I'd almost be ashamed to break it.
We used to have a pet
Wait.
flump.
What?
Yeah. Well, actually, there were several of them.
Wow.
Yeah.
It got gold inside?
I guess so.
Yeah, you should break that.
I might
Sounds
be
like
able,
it.
I might be able to break it, and then we could try to glue it back together.
Oh, I can mend it.
Like an art project.
Right.
Oh,
I can mend it.
Mending.
Or mend it. Maybe.
I'm leading us ahead.
Okay.
I am quietly excited, but keeping my head down.
Maybe we
Yeah,
can bring
so-
it as a peace offering to his dad?
as you.
Sure.
Not his real dad. Everybody's aware it's not his real dad.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Okay.
Nope.
I told them. We learned
Not at all.
we learned the word surrogate last week. Read your dictionary.
Nobody tell me what surrogate means.
Yes, we did.
All right, so
Daddy.
we walk up to the second floor, and James leads you down the hallway to what he knows to be Hermofesh's office. Hermofesh, who Torvald referred to as the scholar. So you reach the door to that office.
I knock and poke my head in.
It's dark inside, but you definitely see the figure that you would expect to see Hermofesh behind his desk, working by lamplight. There are long, tall windows on this floor, and he has them covered by big curtains, big, thick ones, to block out all the light, and yet he seems to be feverishly reading by lamplight.
Billy goes over and opens some of those.
Oh.
One thing that'll cheer everyone up is just a little bit of sunlight.
Jimmy!
Jimmy.
Jimmy?
Jimmy! I love it.
You're back.
Yes.
Welcome, all of you. Please come inside. I'm Hermofesh.
I'm Lily.
Nice to meet you, Lily. Nice to meet all of you. I've heard many impressive things about what you've done so far.
It's good to see you, sir.
It's good
You
to see
heard?
you. Indeed. Torvald has communed with me, and I have heard that you may require some extra information that I may be able to provide.
Why you talk like that?
Sorry?
Uggo.
Can't understand him.
Uggo.
That's fine.
I shall do my best to
accent.
enunciate.
What?
Also, how
I
dare
don't
you?
understand. I don't understand.
Not everyone sounds the same. You sound different from some people.
Well, yeah, you can understand me.
Fesh is a rotund man, bald head with some brown and gray hairs that look like they're trying to escape. You know, they're just kind of coming out in all directions. A little bit Bernie Sanders, but not quite as gray. He's wearing similar beige robes with a high-necked collar, and he says, "Let me assure you, I am a friend." And he pulls his collar down, and you see that familiar natural order golden symbol, the droplet with the arches over it.
I close the door behind us, and I stand close to the door.
I apologize for the darkness. You can't be too careful.
Do you want me to close these?
No, it's quite all right. I just was working with some delicate materials here.
We
What?
obviously have a lot to talk about.
Indeed.
Is there anyone else here at Nightstone who knows about the natural order and knows about your role with them?
Us.
Chief Instructor Meacham and I have an understanding, but none of the other staff know.
Okay.
I will be frank with you. The natural order does not have the greatest reputation in all circles. Much of what we believe is widely ridiculed. I don't know how much Torvald told you about the organization, but it is working in secret often and working with much difficulty.
Okay.
Can I just be picking around the room, listening to him,
Sure.
but like looking at whatever he's got on the shelves and just kind of, you know.
Yeah, this place is not a tidy place.
Right.
He has stacks of manuscripts and scrolls and all manner of things, some stuff has dust over it, looks like it hasn't been touched in a while. Other things look like he's been feverishly working through it. There are quills and ink and half-written notes that are incomplete, but it's a workspace, but also not a very tidy one.
Is there anything that sticks out, like as strange or odd or?
Not particularly. I mean, I don't think you would have to really look through things to read any of it, so none of it seems strange to you, and there aren't any weapons or anything that would cause you alarm. No.
Okay.
Perhaps you should tell me exactly what you have experienced.
Okay.
From the beginning?
Well, my understanding is that you actually made connection with a living warden.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Well, more than that, we had, I suppose you could call them visions, dreams,
Dream.
Some sort of connection.
where we were the wardens of old.
What do you call it when we are suspended in the air for a long period of time and you're asleep?
I call it an extraordinary day.
That's what we were.
Yes.
There was a battle where the wardens were fighting two armies. There was a golden dragon, a sun dragon, and a moon dragon with armies backing them. And they were assaulting this city that we came from, and we were all trapped inside of the...
What kind of city? Can you
It was
describe?
Shazengao.
Are you sure?
Yes.
And Fesh runs over to his nightstand or his bookshelf and grabs a map.
It was Shazengao.
Oh my God, I asked you about this earlier and you had it the whole time.
A map.
Hey,
It was
You were sure it was Shazengao?
I
well,
mean,
there was an emblem on the person that I was inside of, and I'll kind of... You said there's dust and dirt on some of the shells.
Yeah.
I'll just draw the symbol that was on the gauntlet of the dude that I was.
That is the gauntlet of Shazengao. Indeed.
and the leader, the matriarch or whatever, who was presiding over the ceremony that...
Dragonborn?
Yes.
Now I have to stop for a second and just say this. This is a little bit of a
Please talk
moment
about
for
our
me.
map first.
This was made by JP Couvert.
Love it.
You should check out more of his stuff on Instagram at JP Couvert. It's
Thank you,
amazing.
JP.
Also, ever since I was a kid, my favorite video game was Ultima, and they had cloth maps, and I finally have my own cloth map.
Nice.
I'm very pleased.
It's so pretty.
okay.
And you made it.
Yeah.
But it became very obvious that what we were experiencing was a sort of first-hand account of the final battle of the War of Ideas.
And all of you were there.
Yes.
Yes.
I mean, there and not there.
We were in the bodies of the wardens.
I was Nicholas Kiln.
I do not know that name.
Had a son named Peter
You were
Kiln.
in the bodies of the wardens.
Well, the Wardens seem to have begun as 5 heroic individuals.
5?
Correct.
But there were only ever 4 wardens.
There were 5, I
Well,
assure
there
you.
Which ones do you know?
Storm Warden,
Yeah.
Inferno Warden,
Yeah, that's me.
Quake Warden, and Typhoon Warden.
Cyclone.
there was the
Sparks,
A
depth
5th
one.
Warden!
Depth.
Uh-oh.
Well, this changes everything.
Oh, the Warden of the... Was
Depths is Whirlpool.
Right.
Sparks, Embers. Storm Warden.
The Storm Warden, yes.
Was it
5 wardens. This is incredible news. I think there is a tome in the library that I would like to consult. I think all of you should see it as well.
Okay.
If you'll join me, we can go to the library. Or if you choose, you can do whatever you like. But I think you should come with me to the library. Of course, James, you left rather suddenly. I think there are some things in your room that you left.
Yes.
You may want to visit that. It is up to you, but I would very much like you to join me in the library.
I think at least Fahima would be very excited to see the library.
Just a little bit.
All right.
I'm very excited to go.
Never been in library before.
There's a first for everything.
Our library is quite renowned. It is
I'm
one
sure.
we are quite proud of, are we not,
Indeed.
Jimmy?
Indeed.
My
Uggo,
dad would
Yep.
talk about it all the time.
in a library, we use what we call our inside voices.
Okay.
Do you know what that is?
The voice you use when you're inside?
It's a little quieter. Pretend there's a little sleeping orc and you don't want to wake it.
There's many people studying and reading and learning things there, so we try to be respectful of the concentration that it requires.
Okay.
Here, I have an idea.
Yeah.
I'm gonna hand you Meep.
Oh.
Okay,
Oh.
it's all right. Now, talk to Meep in a
Hi.
way that won't scare her. She's a baby.
You are little. Yeah?
She likes it.
Yeah? you are fragile. Uggo no hurt
She
you.
doesn't like loud noises.
This is lovely, but if you would join me.
Yes.
And as you walking, he's kind of leading you down the stairs and through the instruction hall.
Jimmy, there is much that has changed since you have been here.
You can tell me that, yeah. You're telling me.
There has been crime, a murder, in fact, and it was someone died by magical means, thefts. Our own library has.
I remember that there were thefts going on when I left. Yes.
It has ramped up quite a bit since you left, and in fact,
Have they been able to pinpoint a kind of pattern to them, to the thefts?
it seems to be very valuable magical tomes.
Oh.
Chief Regent Samuels has declared a moratorium on magic in Turles.
Oh my.
In fact, Nightstone Abbey is the last place in the city where magic is allowed.
Oh my.
So please, if any of you practice magic, do not do it in the city.
And there was a murder.
This is the best news Sif has ever heard. There's a crime wave and no one can cast magic.
Yes.
I don't think I'm going to the library.
I might go with you.
Really don't think I'm going to the library.
Disneyland for Sif.
You literally just handed me candy and you said, don't eat this candy.
The rogue is excited.
Oh, I'm sorry. I must have. Why can't we cast magic? Why shouldn't we?
There was a murder, and it seems that the person killed was killed through magical means.
Who was it?
It was a guard, a gentleman by the name of Thad Yelmings.
Guard.
And one murder would not have yielded such an extreme reaction. But these thefts all centered around magical tomes, magical works, historical. I fear this might all be connected.
So people are afraid. All magic people are afraid of because of these murders?
Well, someone's using it for nefarious means.
Yes.
But that's ridiculous.
Until they
Public-
catch the person who's doing it, it makes sense.
Public tide.
That way, if someone's casting a spell, then they can be arrested and questioned.
I don't think that's fair at all. Some
Yeah, but
people
what
can't
happens-
control their magic at all.
You could stab somebody.
Right.
Yeah.
They don't outlaw weapons.
I know.
But that's not how people are dying, Uggo.
I'm a little ashamed to admit, you told me nothing of the natural order. I suspected possibly you were behind some of the thefts.
Me? Well, I have
All I know is I did not see you much before I left, and you seemed very preoccupied, and there were things going on. I don't...
Well, Jimmy, I apologize for not giving you the attention you deserved. I assumed when you left, it was out of concern of what was happening here yourself. I know you have never been the most intrepid of my students. And I would not blame you for fleeing out of fear.
No, it was, I needed a break.
Well, you seem to have found strange companions that have
That's saying
hardened
something.
you.
Yes. There's a...
No offense, of course.
Offense taken.
Strange is good, Uggo.
Oh, offense
Cool to
not
be
taken.
different.
Not taken.
So this conversation is all
Yes,
happening
yeah.
as you're walking, and you exit out the
like a Sorkin movie. Yeah,
Indeed,
yeah.
indeed. Walk and talk, walk and talk, walk and talk. You exit out the instruction hall into this lovely courtyard that is the centerpiece of Nightstone Abbey. The other buildings, there's several buildings that make up Nightstone Abbey, and they frame this central courtyard. And there are various other people there in the same sort of brown robes, some gardening, some just sitting, reading quietly. And as you walk out and you see this beautiful library in front of you, it is a two-story building with beautiful stained glass windows, high, tall stained glass windows depicting various images of learning and wisdom. There's the scales of justice. There's a book. There's sort of illumination. It's a really beautiful, lovely place, and the two tall doors on a corner, and then it falls back. And as you walk up to this thing, another gentleman, everyone sort of takes notice of you. You're strangers here. You're an orc. It's a very unusual sight. And another gentleman, a tall, thin man with dark hair and what do you call those goatees where you don't have a mustache, just the goatee part?
Oh, yeah.
Whatever that is.
Soul patch? No, just kidding.
That's
That's
just
this
that
thing.
little part.
Anyway, he's got one of those. You guys know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
And he kind of saunters up and eyes you guys sideways. Hello, James.
Ulrich, it's good to see you.
He's got sort of a tight mouth and hard eyes. Came crawling back, did you? And you found new companions.
Hello.
Everyone,
Adorable.
this is Ulrich Lucerne. He's
An orc and a kitty cat, I see.
I think I'm going to like him.
He's one of the higher-ups here at Nightstone. He's a very learned, professional gentleman.
Why, thank you, James.
I'm so sorry to
boring.
have heard that the thefts and such have been ongoing.
Yes. Well, you know, some of us were afraid of the thefts, and others of us stayed around and saw what we could do.
Jeff is a human.
Yes.
What books were stolen? Which tomes?
I'm not sure you're privileged with that information.
Is there greater security in the library since?
Yes, greater security in all of Turles. You're looking at some of it.
Well, I heard
What?
that once James left, it really went downhill as far as the crime wave. He was kind of keeping it protected, it seems like.
I suppress a smile.
So, so it's good he's back. We'll get to the bottom of this. Don't you worry.
Yeah, whoever was in charge before this was bad.
You certainly have found your share of sycophants.
Wait, what?
We
I
do
call
know
them
what
friends,
that word
actually.
means, all right?
Well, I won't delay you any further.
Good to see you.
Welcome back, James.
Thank you.
You smell nice.
And as Hermel says, I'm sorry about that. And you
That
all
was actually one of the better interactions we've had in months. It's fine.
you kind of walk to the front of the library, and Hermel Fesh pushes forward on these big, large doors, and you open into a really beautiful entryway that is open. You see there's tiled floor. Your boots kind of echo as you walk in on a tiled floor. There are bookcases and a vast array of shelving units in the back area you can see. And directly ahead of you through this entryway, this open entryway, there's a woman sitting there with big, thick glasses and sort of stringy hair at what looks like a reception desk. And then past that, there's this lovely staircase with polished wood banisters. And you can see it leads up to like a landing area with an overlook on the second floor. And as you walk in, Fesh is sort of just striding, not really paying attention, like he's been there many, many, many times. This is him walking into a place that he finds completely mundane and ordinary.
James stops and takes it in for a second.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is one of his favorite parts.
Yeah.
Me too.
And the young woman kind of perks up. Oh, James Quillis. Well, my goodness, you're back.
Nance, nice to see you.
My goodness, that's nice to see you too.
It sounds like it's been a busy time.
Yes, it's been. A lot has changed since you left. Things are
Yeah.
things are tense.
Well, I hope you're holding up.
Oh, of course. Chin up, you know.
Yes. Yes. Let's get some tea later or something.
I would like that.
Okay.
And as you pass her and follow Fesh, he just strides. There's rooms, doors that lead to rooms off to the side. Like I said, bookcases and just more books than you've ever seen in one place past the length of the stairs. But Fesh ignores all of that.
I'm pointing out some of them to Fahima and to the others, going, well, that's the section on dwarven agriculture, and that's yes.
Anything about elemental monsters?
Oh yes, there's plenty.
Great.
Yes.
Fesh just strides directly to the stairs, goes up, makes a left at the top of the stairs. You guys, as you walk up, you slide your hands along these polished wood banisters. It's all very lovely. And then you get to the top, you're standing on this little balcony almost that overlooks the reception area. You look down on that woman you pass by on the big doors. You can see the stained glass windows here. The whole place is illuminated by this beautiful stained glass. It's a really lovely, elegant library. And Fesh makes a left turn at the top of the stairs and goes over to a thick, sturdy door and fishes inside his robes and pulls out a brass key and unlocks the door and opens it and goes in.
Well, I want to try to remember what that key looks like.
Okay.
Very specifically.
Well, I mean, you don't catch much of a glance of it. You can do a perception check if you like.
What are you, a conjuration wizard or something?
What?
Studying the form and shape of a key.
I'm sorry.
Oh, and you have advantage on this roll from Emo-Sean.
You said this is, what did you say?
Perception.
Perception?
Good thing, too.
16.
Okay, I mean, you spy the key, you kind of see some features of it. You could probably describe it pretty well. I don't know if you're going to be able to remember every nook and notch.
Can't take it to Home Depot and make a copy.
Yeah, that'd be quite the feat if you were able to do that. But no, you definitely clock it pretty well.
Okay.
Anyway, the door opens and you enter into a smaller room that has 2 tables and also stained glass window, but it's somehow darker in here. All the exits are closed off. The room is bisected by a bookshelf, and Fesh pulls you all inside this much smaller room, which you recognize as being a restricted reading area.
This is private. It's
Straight up
even
Hermione.
I don't get in here very much.
This room is very much the restricted area of the library, and all of the tomes in here look older, more well cared for. James, you roll perception for me.
Okay. 9. 9.
There's a section of the bookshelf where there's a gap in the books. And none of the rest of you notice this, but James, you sort of notice a shadow in that gap between the books. A deep shadow, a darker shadow than should really exist. And as you're in this place that is so familiar, but this room was always so very much off limits. Mm-hmm. You're trying to take it in, but you're distracted by this deepened darkness that is where this gap in the bookshelf. It's an odd thing, and it's almost making a sound. And as none of the rest of you notice this.
I assume.
I touch my ear like and shake my head, but
Almost like is it screaming? No. And you shake the cobwebs off and you turn back to Fesh, who continues, this is the restricted reading room. There have already been several thefts out of this room.
Do you have any leads on who could have done this? I mean, surely they would have had to have known something about magic for them to be able to get past your security and sneak into such an area.
Indeed. It could even be an inside job, I don't know. There were only 3 people with keys to this room. Myself, High Instructor Meacher, and one other that I will not reveal now, but there were only 3 of us. So I don't know how they were able to get into this room and steal away any number of books out of here, but there have been thefts in this library and in the larger Nightstone campus itself.
What kind of books are they taking? Is there a theme between them, or are they all just random here and there?
Ancient magics, things of our history, and anything that references the Ariat Age or the time around the War of Ideas.
it was not random. They seemed to know what they were going for.
Yes.
They took only mean, they were taking some of at least where I remember hearing that some of what they were taking was only some of the most valuable, most, you know.
That's right, Jimmy, that's right.
Is there any way to track it?
Not that I'm aware, but it is alarming, the knowledge that you're trying to accumulate. As you know, the War of Ideas did not leave us with much. Knowledge itself was under attack at that time, and we have tried to cobble together as much as we can from the age that preceded it. But now we are losing even those few works that we have found.
Even with those missing, you're probably you're surrounded by the most knowledge about the War of Ideas that exists in probably all of Ain.
Jimmy is correct. And that brings me to the most important work.
And he puts on these silk white gloves, and he fishes in his shirt for another key, and he turns away from you, and there's a chest in the back of the room, an iron chest, and he unlocks that chest and opens it, and you see him pull out of it something the size and shape of a large book, but it is metal, and it has chains connecting it to the bottom of that chest.
I've never seen this book before.
Correct.
Yeah.
And he opens that metal casing and with his white gloves, and he pulls out this beautiful illuminated manuscript. And he brings it over and places it on one of the tables. In fact, the table that was closest to that bookshelf that you kind of got weird vibes from. And he...
Like the book is glowing?
No, it's not glowing. Illuminated manuscript is a term for an ancient book that had drawings, lots of drawings.
Got it.
So he sets it down and he says, I want to show you something specific in here. And he starts opening it. I think there may be a map of Ain before the shattering. And it may give us a clue as to what you saw and where you were. And all of you, as he's kind of going page after page of these delicate, thin, almost rice paper pages, just ancient and beautiful. And they have pictures on them. Everybody roll perception. You guys are all kind of looking and trying to see what you can find, what you can grasp from the pages.
4.
12. 19.
7.
Dramatically done. Dramatically done. 10. Okay. Lily, you are the first one to notice as it's happening. There's a sound. You're staring intently, and it's not something you would even really pay attention to, but as you're staring intently at these pages being flipped, you hear the sound almost like of a door being opened, but you don't really pay much attention to it, but you sort of register it. And it all makes more sense as the bookshelf itself, one of the books pops out at you, and a black gloved hand comes out from the bookshelf and grabs the book and yanks it through. And at the same moment, the stained glass window behind you shatters.
Whoa.
What?
Everybody roll a dexterity saving throw.
Whoa.
Wow.
Is this a...
Oh, we have an advantage for Fahima and an advantage for Uggo. Fahima's advantage comes from Mickey Wolf 19, and Uggo's comes from Elias 9996.
Thank you, Elias.
You rolled an awesome. All right.
Confirmed.
Okay.
Thank you.
So,
That is.
you see this hand pull the book back through. This is a large book, and it pulls it back through.
It came from within the book.
It came. Well, you'll notice as it's pulling the book through the bookshelf, it is knocking other books out. And as it does so, you can imagine a bookshelf. If you've been in a library, it's just one shelf all the way through. And as the books, yeah,
I have not.
you can't really assume these days, right? I went to a library. It's called my phone.
Yeah. You mean Wikipedia?
The books fall backwards through, and it leaves this gap and opening, and you can see through it 2 figures in cloaks, hooded cloaks, carrying what looks like long staffs, one holding the book, fleeing out that back door, which is now open.
What?
Okay?
Whoa.
So, everybody's dexterity. So what happens is the stained glass window shatters, and you hear. What was your dexterity save?
19.
Yours?
15.
6.
20.
Yours is an awesome, right?
Yeah, it was an
Yeah,
awesome.
that's okay.
But yeah,
So, James.
Yeah.
23.
And also, I need to roll for
Yeah,
Fesh.
that was Fesh.
Okay, so what you see is you take 1 point of damage,
Okay.
and a dart hits you in the shoulder. Now roll a Constitution saving throw, please.
Shoot.
Boy.
And you have advantage from
Oh, thank you.
username Eric.
That's a 10 and a 9. That's a 10.
Okay. So you get 1 point, a dart hits you in the shoulder, and immediately you seize up. And you are paralyzed. You're incapacitated, and you can't speak or move. The same thing happens to Fesh. He gets one in his sort of kidney area, and he also kind of goes and freezes in place. And you see these two figures rush out the back of the room. Need everybody to roll initiative.
Wow.
Still roll initiative,
So
though I'm currently
to
paralyzed.
be clear, this hand came out of that shadow gap.
Oh,
in the
no.
book.
You are not aware of any shadow gap.
Yeah.
That was
Okay.
that was something that James saw that you did not.
Okay.
What you saw was a bookshelf.
So did
The
I.
books knocked out. A hand grabs something
I mean,
and
I'm
pull
not
it back
moving
through the
anyway.
bookshelf, and then two people flee out the back.
How far away was
People
that door?
flee out the back. How do we see that? I thought-
I'll show you. It'll make more sense
Through
when I
the,
show you
uh,
this.
Yeah.
Through the.
Oh, fancy.
Oh, I love a good schematic.
All right, here we go. Here we
pretty.
go. Here we go. Where's my?
I was so close to going shopping too.
All right.
Good thing you didn't.
So
I don't know. I probably would have had a lot of fun on it.
So you would have a great.
we are on. Let me see your minis.
How do we see
They're
two
right here. You
figures
got them.
running out and the hand? It's
Because
three.
it was
Okay.
their hand.
It was their hands.
But
Through a
I'm
bookshelf.
assuming they're coming from behind the bookshelf, though. Yeah.
Let me show you. This might make more sense if I describe it. here.
Please.
You guys are in this room, around this table. I'm missing somebody. Oh no.
You got
Me.
him.
I'm just so little.
This is a bookshelf. Someone reached through this bookshelf, grabbed this book off this table, and pulled it through the back of this bookshelf, and then ran out this door.
Right.
Oh, so we saw through the gap. We saw
Exactly.
some-
It knocked
okay.
the books that were on. You know, if you're you see a bookshelf and there's a bunch of books and you block your view, and once the books get knocked through, you can see through it.
Yeah.
Grabbed the book, pulled it through, ran out of the back of this room, and this door slammed. So now you're in initiative. We have Fesh,
Dang.
who is frozen. He is incapacitated and petrified. And
Can we tell that? Can we tell that Fesh and James are
Paralyzed.
paralyzed?
I mean, you see them both sort of,
Okay.
you know, to one of those actions, and you see darts, one sticking
Sticking out
in,
of him,
you know,
yeah.
and
Are their eyes
shoulder.
still like moving around
You got a
though?
dart in your neck.
Yeah,
You can tell they're like.
yeah, you can tell they're
Okay.
present, but they're unable to make sounds.
Cool.
So that would
I mean,
be
not cool.
you are. That's James. Right?
That's me.
James, right here. You guys are all in this room. You came up. So just so we're clear,
Yeah.
we walked in this room. This is the entrance to the thing.
The building.
That's where this woman with the thick glasses was sitting.
Nance.
Nance.
Right here behind this desk. I'll put a mini for her in a second.
Okay.
We walked straight up here, walked up these stairs, turned left.
Got it.
Brings you up to this level.
Okay.
Ooh.
You walked up here and opened this door.
And that's just a landing right there, that open space next to where the stairs.
This looks, oops, sorry. This looks down into this.
Okay.
Pillars
Like an
here,
open.
Got it.
right? On the second floor, it's beautiful. This is all stained glass. These are obviously bookcases, bookshelves.
Are
Is
there
this
any? Okay.
whole area the restricted area?
No, this room here is the room that the doors are all sealed.
Okay.
Yeah.
So this is the room where no one would be. These are other larger areas of books and.
So we can assume that the room where they ran out of would also be protected by a key.
This door you would think would be protected by a key.
And that
Okay.
far right corner, is that a stairwell as well? Oh,
This is a
the
stairwell,
head's
yes,
Down there. Okay,
yes.
I'm figuring it out.
And we
now.
can't see them. They ran through the door.
They ran through that
And
door.
closed
They
it.
ran through this door and the door closed behind them.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so let's do
Initiative.
initiative.
Jeez.
Bum, bum, bam. Bum, bum, bam,
Things
bam,
going
bam.
nuts
Civ.
in the library.
24.
Okay.
All right.
I thought I
Nice, nice.
Nope, you beat me.
Fahima,
20.
Well,
James,
a mighty 4.
the mighty Thor. Uggo.
20.
Well, you guys all rolling high. Lily.
Simple 5.
All right, so Civ, that is your go.
And the door closes. So they
would
get
be
the
most-
book, run to the door, and the door closes behind them.
Correct.
Okay. Then I would like to take my bonus action to snatch the keys from the paralyzed.
Nice.
What's his name?
Hermelfesh, or the
Hermelfesh, thank
scholar.
you.
Yeah.
And then my move will be to go to said door, and I'm hoping it's open, so I'm going to try it first.
It's open.
Okay, great. Open the door.
Yep.
Do I see them?
No,
Damn.
Nothing.
you do not see them.
Okay. I can't believe Civ is going to do this, but I'm going to go thief.
Yeah. But of course, these are, there are walls here. There are a lot of, your sight lines are blocked
yeah.
by everything.
Oh yeah, no, I'm going to keep going.
Okay.
So
Thief, I love it.
Yeah.
Civ.
yeah,
Kettle! Pot over here!
and then
Made of metal.
Who smelt it, dealt it.
I'm just going to start searching for him. So I'm going to run across the room to like a centralized area to see if I see any
Yes.
sort of tracks or. And you
you
said they were
see-
two robes.
As you come around this
individuals?
corner, you see this,
Ooh.
Damn.
Okay.
and you see what you think might be some more movement back that way.
Those are more bookshelves, I assume. Yes,
Correct. All of these
those
lines
rectangles.
are floor to ceiling
Great.
bookshelves.
Okay.
Filled with books.
Not
Okay.
benches.
so far, Civ.
Be
That's
fast.
nothing.
know,
I've
you just do.
been
Not
screwing up
really
my
nice
movement
teams,
all
right?
along. I actually have 120 if I use my racial ability. Yeah, I'm like
Is that once a day?
no once, and then I have to take one move where I don't move at all, and then I get it back.
Every other?
Wow.
What? Tabaxies.
So
Lots of little naps.
so I get to there.
They also sleep 22
Without
hours a
even
day.
like hesitating, is it a shadowy figure?
It is a figure in a mask
Anyway, we're in a fight.
Okay.
and a cloak with a hood over it.
Perfect. I am going to, because I don't have a weapon out, I'm just gonna claw him right across the face.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Go for
Never
it.
used a claws.
And you have advantage from the bow tie guy.
Bow tie guy.
Yeah, why are you
Bow
trying
tie's
to
a good
find
look.
that man's
I like
face?
a bow tie.
He's wearing a mask. I don't like masks.
You're going to be a thief. Be honest about it.
Yeah, by wearing a.
Is
17.
it
Give
hit?
him a chance. Nice.
I guess I would get my sneak attack too, wouldn't I? Would I?
Because
He's not
because of
expecting
the
me,
swashbuckler.
right?
I mean, it
Oh yeah, 'cause
saw you come around.
the swashbuckler. There's nobody else around me,
Yeah.
so never mind. I do get it.
Swashbuckle.
9,
Buckle.
10,
That
11.
swash.
11 points of damage.
Whoa.
So you catch clearly a vein, and you slash at this face, and
Mind the
blood
books, mind the books.
splatters on you. The creature person here turns and with its reaction tosses the book back
Wow.
out of view from you.
Okay.
Okay, that's your move.
Uggo!
Next up is Fahima.
Question about that. We
Yeah.
have the same initiative. Is she always going to go, because this is the multiple times now where we have similar initiatives? How do you determine that? Is it just whoever went in line?
I was going to do however it went in line, but if you would rather go, I mean,
Well,
I can make it fairer.
I mean, it's more
It's
like,
just clearer for me.
higher
But
I have a belt that gives me initiative.
Oh, sure.
Right? So
And she- and
if you wanna go,
that
you-
would
higher
be
dex.
like
Yeah.
that would be yeah.
I'm not tied to that. I'm just doing it for ease of my
Cool,
brain.
gotcha.
That's all.
Gotcha. Yeah, usually like when I do it, it's like if your dexterity's higher, you're going before that guy because
Right.
you just have
Yeah,
to move faster.
I was just doing it because my brain sees that name first. But
Fair,
you can go.
fair.
You can.
Perfect.
Forget about your brain, Jeff.
Yeah.
I'm
tried
going to
to.
use. I'm going to use the card that I got last week, which is fittingly lightning strike in a library.
Okay. Your force of good.
Laboratory. Excuse me, laboratory. So that gives me a free.
It's all the
dash
same to
action.
Uggo.
Laboratory, library, demo somewhere.
Place where smart things happen.
They have a B in them. Because he knows letters, and that's about it. Free dash action?
Yep.
So
Nice.
that's going to be what? 60 feet, right? Dash is 60. Is it your movement or double your movement?
It's double your movement.
So yeah, 60 feet then.
Yeah. Okay. So where are you headed?
To his voice first.
Okay.
So
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60.
okay.
Loose orc
now I
in
got
the library.
now I've got 30 more feet, which is my normal movement. I'm gonna move back into the other.
Tight quarters.
Yeah. Basically, I'm running past him and looking in bookshelves.
Okay.
On my left.
Yep. Okay.
So as soon as I find one, then I will turn and then use.
You're going to your left?
Yes.
Down the middle.
Okay.
Down the middle, looking to left.
So you have, what did I get?
I
to?
have a
30 more
whole lot
feet.
movement.
Oh, you have, because you have a free
Because I
dash,
also
right.
then am aggressive.
Okay.
So as soon as
5,
I see
10.
somebody.
Okay. You do.
As soon as I see somebody.
See someone here.
While I'm raging or while I'm running, I'm also going to rage, and Uggo's just going to go, "Why you take Fat Man book?" and yeah.
All right.
And as soon as I see that guy,
Yeah.
charge,
Right.
reckless attack.
Okay.
Oh boy, that room's gonna get messy.
You take books, Uggo angry.
Yeah, no kidding.
He can't read them, but he loves them.
Thanks, Uggo.
All right. Well, one of those was a nat one. Thank goodness. Thank goodness it's reckless. So it's gonna be a +5. That's right. 19 to hit.
That's a hit.
Smash that head.
It will also get the guardians,
Yeah.
and it's gonna be 2d6 plus 5.
Don't use my D6. They didn't do well last game.
I got some.
You guys leveled
That
up.
was weird.
Well, I mean, this is still I didn't even get any more damage.
Yeah.
Try to move. Then we'll see if you'll see what I leveled up with. Oh, max damage. Yes, 17.
Wow, confirmed.
Okay. So,
Broke into the wrong library.
We're gonna get hired as security.
Wait a minute, there's an orc in here. Uh-oh, wrong decision.
you come around the corner and you see this figure in a mask and robes, and you raise your maul high in the air, and your ancestors swirl around you, and you come down and you smash this poor thing, and it crumples in the ground.
Oh,
The book drops and falls out of its hand, and it lies dead on the ground.
Jeez.
Wow.
Toast.
One hit wonder.
Yep.
Okay.
Hope they're bad.
Can we tell what they are yet?
I mean, he killed something that's in robes and a mask.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, so that's your move,
Yep,
right?
that's me.
Then we go to Fahima.
I'm gonna run. Can you show me how far I can get with my regular movement?
Sure.
About to.
You
the
go
door.
to you have 30? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Okay, I will. I'll go to Pirish with intentions of blocking or like guarding the exits.
Right here?
No, here. In case they try to run that way.
So you
or
use
So
that.
dash.
30, you're
Oh.
using dash.
Yeah, dash.
All right.
So I won't have an action to hold, but
You want to stay here? This is where you're between two bookshelves. You get a view here. You may be able to see some of this door, and you can see that door.
Yeah, it's pretty central.
That's good.
yeah. Well, the problem is I won't be able to do anything about it if somebody runs past me. So I'll.
But you're on the other side of the door if you don't.
Yeah.
What? What do you mean?
I mean, you don't even get into the room if you don't dash.
I know. I'm just figuring out where I should land. So. Can I dash to here? Remainder of my movement?
You were at 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. Yeah.
Okay, I'll do that.
Okay. You're there?
Yep.
That brings us to Lily. Excuse me.
Okay. You guys need help?
You just hear.
Yeah, you hear a lot of commotion from 2 rooms away.
I'm gonna take that as a yes, but also I'm not gonna leave you, so I'm gonna lesser restoration James.
Thank you.
Healing
Oh, wow.
his affliction.
Great.
Good call.
So you can use your turn.
Thank you.
So that one disease or condition afflicting it.
I think paralyzed, yeah.
Yeah, paralyzed.
It's blinded, deafened, paralyzed, or poisoned.
Or poisoned, yeah.
Yeah, man.
So you should be.
Cool.
Thanks.
You wanna move?
Are you gonna move?
I'm gonna stay there because I'm probably gonna. Well, yeah, I'll move to the door.
All right, to this door?
Yeah, only at 25 feet.
All right.
Not blocking it so he can get by me.
Can we
if
get
he
through it,
wants
or just stay on this side of
If
it?
I can get through it, yeah, I'll just go right through it.
Okay, so that is James. Now you have been unpetrified.
Thank you.
Yep.
Thank you, Lily. I'm going to check on Fesh. He looks. I'll
Yeah, he's here. I didn't put him
bonus
down,
action
but
to pull the dart out. I don't know.
Yeah, you can do that.
Yeah. Okay. Great.
Doesn't really change
sort of,
anything, but
Sort of like see if he's okay, and then
he's stiff. He feels stiff and solid.
Okay, I'll
and
be
his
right-
eyes are mixture of fear and anger. And
It's going to be all right. I'll be right back.
James, I can help him.
Thank you. This is what my new friends are good at. And I'm going to head towards that side door because I know there's a stairwell over there.
this one?
Yeah, well, yeah, that
5,
side door.
10, 15, 20, 25.
Yeah,
right here?
and I'll step into that hallway.
Right.
Do I see anything?
No.
Okay.
Okay. So
I'll hold my action.
okay.
I'm going to hold Eldritch Blast.
Whoa, new spell!
I'm going to hold Eldritch Blast in case anyone comes
Appropriate
rushing.
party gun.
Thank you.
Yeah.
All right.
Eldritch Blast, everyone's favorite flavor of Mountain Dew.
That's what we call a warlock.
So,
The warlock pew pew.
Uggo, you see someone come here, grab the book.
Okay, attack of opportunity, sentinel. Even if they disengage, I get an attack. Even if they haven't disengaged.
You're on the other side of this
Can't see
bookshelf.
him. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Can't see him.
You see
Well,
the, you know,
see the
He's
book
still
slide
out of
off.
range.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
And then this
Can't see through a bookshelf.
thing kind of disappears back here.
Cool.
The next thing you see is Fahima. You see, and as it hits about here, you see it holding the book, and it pulls up this staff that it was holding, and it goes at you. So I need. Oh, I'm gonna roll it to hit. Oh, and I have advantage from JP Couvert, our map maker.
Oh, you
Thank you, JP.
And it's
yet also
23
Dang.
Why did you say ash?
or 22.
It's a bad thing.
He gets really
It's
excited.
fun.
when he
It's
gets
fun
hit.
for me too. I gotta have some fun. So I'm assuming that's a hit.
Yeah.
22. You
On
take,
the wizard,
don't-
yes.
Oh, yeah.
you take one. We
Wanna
take
do a
one.
dex save, like
One
last
point
time?
of no. 1 point of 1 point of damage, and then roll a con save. Constitution.
Okay.
And then this also.
Is this a spell or magical effect?
Nope.
Dang.
Roll that.
You said con save?
Yeah.
Oh, God. Oh, God. 11.
Okay. So you also become paralyzed. You feel your body stiffening up. And you're kind of stuck here in the door. You can't move, can't speak.
Ooh, Meep is freaking out right now.
Yeah, flapping on your shoulder. And then this disappears out of all of your sights.
Did Uggo or I see that?
You, I don't think, can see that.
Okay.
I think you're standing here. I don't
Sure.
think you'll be able to see here.
Sure. Do I hear or see?
Right next to you, Fahima stiffened. You see
Got
her
it.
get
Okay.
tagged with a,
Yeah,
yeah.
a dart in the chest, and
Sure.
get seized
The
up.
trajectory of the dart should be able to turn
Yeah.
I know
Yeah.
it came from the doorway.
back and to the left.
All right. You hear a lot of other movement, and now we're back to the top of the round, which would be Civ.
Right. And this guy in front of me is still living.
Bleeding, but
Yes, it is very badly hurt.
Ugh. Can I now tell, because I raked his face, did his mask come off? Can I tell who or what he is?
Now, you kind of got the throat area, and there's blood everywhere, and the blood is sort of matting to the face. You can take an action and check it out if you want.
And
Do
I
it to
hear
the
you
corpse.
get paralyzed. Is he armed?
It has that blowgun,
The blowgun
staff
thing.
Yeah.
Gosh, that is a tough call.
Kill him,
Yeah, but
There's more.
more where that came from.
yeah, and I saw the book go over here, but then the book disappeared, right?
Yeah, but you wouldn't see that either. You're behind this bookshelf.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
You have no idea
I
what
just saw him throw the book. So as far as I know, the book
You
is
saw
still
this.
over here.
You saw this person throw the
Throw the
book.
book.
Right.
And him.
Then I
And
would-
then you heard Uggo
Then I would
smash.
Ancestors.
Yeah, I would continue chasing the book, and I assume the book is over there. So I'm gonna
Do it.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go through this guy.
Okay.
Can I?
I mean, you could go
Well-
back the other direction. And don't you have a cunning action?
I do.
Yeah. So you're fine.
But I don't know.
Don't leave him there.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what's going on behind me other than Fahima getting paralyzed, which could be coming from anywhere.
Correct.
So I think what I would do is I would pull out a dagger and shiv this guy.
Okay.
And
Sieve the shiv.
Yeah, and hopefully end him, and then I'll do my movement after that.
Okay. And you have advantage from username Eric.
Right on.
I feel like we're getting to know you guys. This is great.
So that's a 19.
That's a
Same
hit.
names every week. Mm-hmm. Welcome to our new viewers.
Hit him.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
Okay, so you take there's blood all over the neck and matted face, and you take you're right up next to this thing. Oh, it didn't move, did it?
No.
It could have moved.
Yeah.
It should have moved before you did. Well, I shouldn't go back in time.
Would I get an
should've-
attack of opportunity,
You
though,
would.
if
You'd
it-
probably
yeah.
kill it. Oh no, it has cunning action. It has cunning action.
Oh, so he can disengage.
Yeah.
They're rogue.
Okay.
It would move. I'm sorry.
That's all
Let's
right.
go back in time.
Okay.
So this thing,
Never
cunning
apologize.
actions. I forgot that it was still alive because that one was dead.
Thing is, he's gonna run around the corner and
No,
run
it's
into
gonna go
the
here.
wall. of
We'll
the
remember
go.
the corpses there
Uggo
if you want
here.
to
Uggo.
It's just weaving
It
in.
might be the
It's just
smashed body
yeah, it might
on
be
the
that
floor, you know?
friend that got squished.
Yeah, that might be that.
That's
Feels like a good
that's
indicator.
like 6 feet shorter than it used to be.
Yikes.
It's just like a can.
Yeah, exactly. So it disappears back here. You see it reappear here. You can see that, but then it kind of follows out that other one that went out that way.
I would just chase him then.
Okay, so chase him
Yeah.
then. I apologize for going back in time, but I
No
forgot
worries.
that.
So how far does he get? Because that'll answer my question as far as how far I get.
Well, all you know is that it crossed your field of view here and is out of sight.
And then I don't see him. Okay.
Correct.
Well, then I will pull my rapier instead of my dagger and start running after him,
Right. Okay.
trying to chase him down.
So you see.
Still screaming, "Thief! They have the book!"
Right. That's. I think you only see one of them. Well, you don't even see that because there's a bookshelf. Okay, you got there.
Well, I know.
Yeah, you're gonna go
my
until you see
movement-
something.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. So when I see him, I'm just gonna beeline right at him and skewer him.
Okay.
Do you want
so
me to
let's just do
re-roll?
the same roll we did
Okay.
again. It's just happened in a different
Is
place.
that the same one, or is that the one with the book?
That's the one that was
That's
behind
the one
the last one, right? So
Currently
one went
missing
out
a
first,
throat
and the
vein.
second one that just disengaged from you. So that's the one you've already hurt.
Okay.
Blood.
Got it.
You even saw blood trail
yeah.
along this along the tile floor.
I'm not judging the minis. Are we able to tell by their stature what their race is? I mean, I haven't seen anything yet.
They look humanoid.
Okay.
And the minis are not representative.
Okay, got it.
But yeah, they look humanoid.
They're not halfling rogues.
No, I apologize. I don't
That's
have
all
it.
right.
Do you want me
curious.
to
Well,
re-roll?
they're not beach
No,
ones.
you can use that same roll. That's fair.
Okay.
You got a hit. You got what?
13 points of
Yeah,
damage.
it's you
Yeah.
as it's running. You stab the back in the back.
Yeah.
And it goes "Ah!" and it collapses on the ground, blood pooling underneath it.
Oh,
Can I keep moving?
Yeah, you have.
Okay.
You bonus
more
action dashed, I think. You're probably already over 30 feet.
Yeah, I could just go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. 5, 10, 15, 20. Yeah. So I would only have like another, just be able to stand over the top of him. Do I see anybody else?
Yes. Well, yeah. You see.
This is so much action in the library.
No. Careful of the books.
There's blood all over sacred.
Uggo, they're getting away.
Great, thank you.
I got you, buddy.
Yeah, I know you do.
gotcha.
I know you do.
Are there windows on all these walls?
There are, yes.
Okay.
It's the periodic stained glass windows in these tall, thin shapes.
That's me.
All right, so then we go to Uggo.
All right, so I hear him yell.
Yep.
So 30 feet towards his voice
'Kay.
from where Uggo is.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
All right, then I'm going to dash to the voice.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. 30?
And as soon as I see him, I'm aggressive, and so I can activate.
Charge?
Yep.
Or whatever?
I can't do anything. But,
Orc charge.
But if he moves,
All right.
Okay, yeah.
Yep.
Right. Good.
All right.
Damn, those candles are going.
So that's
They're lighting up
Fahima.
fast.
Yeah.
Hima's paralyzed. Ooh, dang.
That's right.
Fahima's paralyzed. You can roll a Constitution save and see if you can get out of it.
Cool.
Roll that con.
Oh, dang it, no.
run that. Come.
Okay.
4 plus something.
So you muster all the energy in your body and you push against the feeling of poison running through your veins, but you can't resist it. You can't move. Your eyes dart around the room looking for some aid. None is coming. Next up is Lily.
Me. Okay, so,
So maybe
I,
some is coming. I don't know.
in front of me, I've just seen Fahima get paralyzed, a bleeding face go by, Sniff go by, and then
Yeah.
Uggo go
Yeah.
by.
Weirdest
Playing
library
catch-up.
day ever.
Yeah. Okay, I thought this was going to be a pretty chill day. I was wrong. I'll run up to Fahima and lesser restoration her.
Yay, thank you.
So I'll use my movement to run to
We're
Fahima,
up.
I got you.
and then I will use.
It's 25.
So I do pass in front of that guy, which I guess I didn't see.
Are those doors
These are
open
doors, I
or closed?
think.
Okay.
Yeah, these are closed.
Okay,
Okay,
cool.
got it.
And I'll lesser restoration Fahima.
Okay,
So that cures her paralyzation.
great.
Paralyzation.
Anything else?
How much more movement do I have? That was like what, 10?
It was, what, 5, 10, 15, 20? So you have
I have 5
five more
feet.
movement.
So I'll go into the door.
James?
I can hear I can hear Uggo running and charging and Civ has
Yeah, I'm
been
not being
and
quiet.
Civ has been yelling thief.
Yep.
So I hear them heading that direction, and I take a half second to think. Nance, and I turn left and I head downstairs.
Okay.
And
15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40.
yeah, I'm dashing. So
Yep.
as far as my movement will get me towards the foyer.
60, you got 60?
Yeah, okay.
Yep.
Yeah, 60, yes, with dash.
Yep.
Running down them stairs.
All right. And that brings us to the top of the round. Okay.
Oh, gosh.
So, this thing, this one died. This one
Yep.
has the book.
Yep.
It is going to disengage with cunning action.
Even if it has disengage, I get an attack.
It's going to throw the book. And you see it go away from your field of view. Through this door, which is open. These doors are actually open because this is the restricted access. This is the general access. And
It can still run.
yes,
Yeah.
you can do your attack of opportunity.
Okay.
Whoa.
Sentinel, baby.
That is.
And you have advantage actually from
cool, great.
another damn Zubat.
Damn, Zubat.
20 to hit.
That hits.
Your D6 is away.
I don't know why. I don't know. I assumed it's a rogue. There was like, nope. 15 damage.
Yeah, that that squishes it as well.
That little guy.
Oh no, that's not true. It's still alive. This one hasn't.
He has
No,
not.
he's not been touched.
So he's still alive. You said 15 damage. Again, you take a sort of a roundhouse swing as it tries to get away, and it knocks it.
Watch the
Actually,
books,
knocks
watch
it
the books.
into this wall, and it kind of lands on its feet and still takes off.
Can't. 0 movement.
Because
Movement
it's,
becomes
Sentinel.
0. Sentinel.
all right, it's
Attack.
not in a good place.
Oof.
Not in a good place.
Wrong
It
person to run
I
from.
feel like you chose the perfect feat for this.
slams into the wall and lands and tries to take off, but he evidently had caught some of its upper thigh, and the pain in the leg is too much to endure. It looks at you in fear, and
I give it a menacing grin.
yeah.
Buddy.
Oh, Uggo, you got a force of good.
From who? From who?
From who? DJ Gnome 3.
Thank you, DJ Gnome 3.
I'd love a DJ gnome. Just for party horns. That's all they do.
DJ Gnome 3, wasn't that your DJ name on Bingo?
It is
Yeah.
a viewer-submitted force of good
Ooh.
called the Borrowed Power of the One. For a moment, the world around you looks different. Everything around you slows down, or have you sped up? You
Bullet
dodge the
time.
next attack with style and grace. Look at you badass.
Yeah, you look at me.
Pretty good. All right.
Can't wait to see that.
Civ.
So you see,
Oh, wait, what else?
Yeah, he's probably got one.
I don't think you guys see anything. You're around that corner.
Yeah.
You guys are in the middle of the stacks.
That's Nance, I assume, yes?
No.
Oh. I don't see it. But.
You don't see it. None of you do. I think you guys aren't aware of any more things that have happened. So Civ,
Yeah.
can you roll history for me?
Okay.
Interesting.
History.
And you have advantage
Thank
from
you.
Z-Man 9018 for your
Z-Man.
mom.
Thank you.
Advantage.
And I definitely needed that because history is not my strong suit. Oh, that was a 19. Nope, 5.
5.
Even with
All right.
advantage.
That's a bad roll.
With advantage, that is bad.
It was a 19 and a 5, and then it
You
turned
can't
on
quite
its
put
side.
it together, but there's a twinkling in the back of your mind.
I know these people?
No, but their tactics sure look familiar.
Yeah.
You can't quite place it, but this might be Lamar's feint. Are they pulling Lamar's feint? Maybe. You're not
Okay.
sure. It's your turn.
The book that we've been seeing them throw, is that obviously the book?
Certainly not obvious.
It's not. So there's a chance that the book that they're throwing is just any book.
Good thinking.
That is, yes, that is a chance.
All right. Do I hear Uggo slam this guy up against the wall?
From where you are, certainly you would.
Okay. Then I'm going to run around this way to cut him off. 10, 15, 20, 25. And I will...
All right, so these doors are open.
Right. Do I see the
You
area
can
where
see
the-
down, this is the balcony right here,
Uh-huh.
and this is the lower area. And you see another figure, similarly dressed, masked, holding that woman at the
Nance?
Nance, holding Nance with a dagger.
Right.
And as you kind of are coming around this corner, you see right here at the top of the stairs, this one having just thrown the book off the top of the balcony, down to the,
So tempting. How far down are we? How far down?
just
would it
one
be?
story.
Oh, that's nothing for me. All right. I'm
Do
not
a
even gonna.
flip.
I'm not even gonna bother with this guy then. Yeah.
Sick flip.
Run, jump, flip off the side.
Whoa.
So would it, wait,
I'm
would
gonna,
it,
I'm gonna try to catch up to the book.
does your thing mean it can't do, it can
It
do
can
a
move,
reaction?
it can do
a
a roll.
reaction?
Yep, it can
So
do
it
more
would,
reactions.
it would kind of,
Can I use my cunning action to disengage from him then?
cunning action is a bonus action?
Yeah.
And you want to flip and do what? Dash? That's
I don't.
3.
I don't need the dash.
Just wants to land in the foyer.
Yeah, I could use my action to dash.
Okay.
That'd be my whole turn.
Right.
So my move would be to there. My cunning action would be to disengage.
Right.
And then my action would be to
Flip.
flip towards the book.
I buy it. Give me a
Acrobatics.
acrobatics roll, yeah.
Do it.
Okay. Come on. It's still a 17.
Okay. So yeah, you are
Like
you know
a
you
cat, one would say.
Very good
Yes.
modifier.
you
Not a good roll.
run around this corner and you see a lot of things at once.
Yeah.
You see that nice woman as you walked in being held with a dagger on her neck, and you see this other thief throw this book off the balcony down to the first floor, and you also see the other thief that had been slammed into the wall take its staff and sweep at you to try to sweep your leg.
Right, of course.
And as you pass it, you leap and take one hand down onto the polished wood banister and use it to do a single-handed flip over cartwheel thing. And
Official term.
aerial would be no hands. He used the hand.
Oh, right.
It was
One-handed.
Flip over cartwheel thing.
One-handed
flip
cartwheel.
cartwheel thing.
Yeah.
I like the name.
I buy it.
And
Only 3 candles away.
land
Oh, snap.
with grace on the ground,
Okay.
which
Over here,
is over here.
Am I near said book?
The book is coming to this person.
Oh, it's still moving.
Yes.
It's still in flight.
It's in the air. Okay,
Yeah.
got it.
So I couldn't catch up to it.
I don't think you would intercept it at this point.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
Okay.
Get to my turn.
Force of good for Lily.
Get to my turn.
Oh my goodness.
Come on.
Force of good for Lily from DJ Gnome 3.
DJ Gnome 3.
You know him 3 again. Nice.
Okay. Amulets influence. You feel blessed by the gods. Your next skill check occurs as if you rolled an awesome.
Nice.
Oh.
That's amazing.
Skill check.
Literally.
Skill
But,
check.
Okay.
but great.
Uggo.
Yeah.
Your turn. You're not aware of anything that has happened with
Nope.
Civ.
Yep.
You just saw a person get slammed up to a thing and then try to take a swipe at your friend as it ran by.
And that person's gonna die. So, yeah.
Uggo's getting cocky. No, just kidding.
Oh my gosh! 20 candles are lit. The community has spoken. So I'm gonna roll d6.
Nice.
We're gonna find out
So
who
beautiful.
gets this.
Where are you starting? One on that side or this side?
That's a good question.
One closest to me. I'm left-handed. I always start on the
Yeah,
left.
of course. Yeah,
Okay.
great.
So I rolled a 4. 1, 2, 3. Uggo! All right.
I'm so excited.
What's another
Thank
force
you,
of good?
everybody. Oh wow.
Whoa.
Another
Viewer submitted.
Viewer submitted.
another siren scream.
Ooh.
You channel your spirit into a belling blast of energy that topples one chosen opponent. They skip 1 round of action and are knocked prone.
Whoa.
Whoa.
One chosen opponent, huh?
Yep.
Doesn't say you have to see them.
It does not say that I have to see them, but I assume you would have to see them.
Yeah.
To choose them.
Cool.
Yeah, you can't just be like, that dragon we fought last week.
That's okay. Screw that guy. 5 feet forward. I'm assuming the guy's still on the wall.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm just gonna try to hammer his head into the wall.
Oh no.
Goodness. Okay.
I'm so glad those doors are
You know, I'm
closed.
gonna be reckless about
It's
it.
very fine wood.
Yeah,
Please
for real.
I'm gonna be reckless about it.
James Kidd.
Yeah, I don't really care about your books right now. Love your books. Some of them are gonna be covered in blood.
Murder hobo strike again.
Yeah,
22.
Yeah, that's a hit.
Yep. Okay.
Toast.
I mean, he's taking minimum 6. It's minimum 7 actually, but yeah.
So
I think you put your dice away every time.
You know, it's a weird thing. I know.
I like it.
13
I like
points
it.
of damage.
Yeah, this thing, you take your maul again and you smash its face and head onto the wall, and it is, I mean, you have to pull your maul back off of it because it's stuck. Cool. The viscous goo that used to be a face.
I'm gonna go in that door that he threw the book into.
Yeah. Go here?
Yep.
Okay.
2 things are gonna happen. 1, that guy holding that lady gets the siren scream.
Okay.
He skips 1 round of action and he's knocked prone.
Okay.
wow, that was timely.
The next is I'm jumping over that and trying to like sumo wrestle as much as I can on top of that guy. I don't know if that's gonna be possible, but I'm gonna
I
try.
think you have that kind of lead.
So wait a minute. You used an action to attack.
Yep. I'm aggressive.
You're aggressive, so you.
I'm aggressive.
Okay.
Which means I can move up to 30 feet again, as long as I end my movement closer to him.
Careful.
We're gonna call leaping off the thing a move.
Cool.
Okay.
It says, I mean, you
I
tell
guess
me,
you
man.
just
You're the
wouldn't be able
DM.
to do like a dexterity check to, you know. make sure you land.
Yeah, I mean, we're
Oh,
gonna.
I'm not trying to land gracefully.
Right.
That is not the goal here.
Yeah,
The goal here is to
let's
crush
roll
that
an
dude.
acrobatics check and
Yeah,
just see
for
if
sure.
you even get over the banister with grace.
Acrobatics or athletics? Can I use my strength to like?
I think you're trying to leap, right? You're trying to leap.
Yeah, I mean,
You said
I think you're
earlier.
trying
my
to-
legs are pretty strong. You know?
Let's go with
All
acrobatics.
right, acrobatics, fine.
You have advantage from branded nerd, though.
Yay.
Branded nerd. Thank you.
Love her.
Right on,
I
right
do
on.
too.
Make
She's
it happen.
Awesome. Seriously, great. Okay, that's not as bad as I thought it would be. 16.
All right. So it's more of a fall.
Yeah, of course.
You come running at this banister and you hit it. In your chest, and you go, ass over tea kettle, and come flying down. You don't land on this creature,
I
but
figured not.
wait a minute.
Yeah, where's the landing is there?
Yeah. So you're gonna land about the thud.
Narrowly missing.
Narrowly missing
Civ.
Civ.
Gosh, thank goodness you didn't hit him.
Yeah.
I guarantee you I'd be able to clear further than him anyways. So
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It would make sense.
So you're gonna take it's 1d6 per 10 feet.
Yeah.
So it's
So is it
1d6.
10? Okay.
Yeah.
You
One
want me
story.
to roll it?
Of bludgeon.
Okay, cool, great. Yeah, and it's going to be reduced.
It'll be reduced.
Which I think is hilarious. I took 1 point of damage.
Nice.
All right.
Tough
Fell
boy.
like a champ.
So now we are up
Tough
to
boy, be alive.
Lily. No, I'm sorry, Fahima.
I'm gonna look at Lily and say,
Lily, you are next.
"Thank you. I really owe you one." And then I'm gonna run up to this crumpled up Pepsi can and and I'm gonna use my dagger to try to pry off the mask.
Okay.
Or whatever way you deem
This one?
necessary to identify.
Or this.
them.
Oh yeah, that's
Lily.
Pry off Lily's face.
Show us your real face.
Okay.
Twist.
So this is a mangled mess of formerly alive thing. It has been squished and mauled and broken. It certainly looks like it used to be human. There's a squished mat of blonde hair. It looks like it used to be a person,
Human.
a human person.
There's no other identifying.
Blonde human person.
I'm trying to figure out who this creature is.
I understand that. I'm saying it is very difficult for you to do that. What with the
tell me who it is, Jack.
I'm saying that the amount of damage it received from a single blow from Uggo's maul makes it very difficult for you to make out anything other than gore.
It had bones and skin.
Yeah.
But the dental records.
Yeah, well, I
Which
think
have been
that's what I'm
smashed.
implying by trying to identify it, like
yeah,
looking for
nothing.
symbols or like, can I continue the action of identifying them by looking in the pockets of them?
Sure. I mean, you are not able to find anything on it that would be. Like, there's no ID. There's
Nothing identifying. Okay.
Driver's
It
license.
is a creature that went out for the purpose of thieving, and so
Thieving
dressed
robe.
appropriately.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll use the remainder of
His
my
best
movement.
thieving
So I think
robes.
it's like 5 feet to just start moving back towards Lily and say, I've looked through the corpse. There's nothing there. I think we should get back with the group.
Okay. Glad that got checked out.
Lily, you're up.
Yeah, don't go
James, you're after that.
Their eyes are closed.
You close the eyes? Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you. Lily's gonna turn around on that and go. I think she's gonna go back towards. Sorry, what is his name?
Fesh.
Fesh.
He's here.
Yeah. So I'll use my dash action to go back there.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. That work? Right here, you can be here?
Yeah.
All right.
He's
So you
still-
can
He's
see
still
him. He's
there?
still paralyzed.
Okay.
He's still not doing so great.
Poor buddy.
So that completes that. So
My turn.
you see, yes, sorry, yes.
Is it? Okay.
It is indeed.
Okay, cool. So I hear Uggo fall over the landing.
Yeah.
I probably didn't hear. Use my 30 to get as close towards that. I'm thinking of Nance and heading that direction.
Yeah. So as you come around this corner, you see a thief with robes and a mask on its back. You see
Yeah.
Nance on top of that thief. The thief is sort of holding it with a knife.
Okay. I am going to bonus action Misty Step 30 feet into closer to them.
Right?
Is the book still flying through the air?
No, the book has landed. The book has landed.
Okay. So yeah, 30 feet. Mm-hmm. Yeah, show me where that gets me. Ish.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Wish we had a book
Okay.
mini.
I mean, and then use my action to mage hand and grab the book.
Yeah.
Misty Step wasn't your action?
Bonus.
Bonus action. Okay, so what happened was you actually conjured this swirling silver mist, and you stepped forward,
Yep.
and you dropped, and you came from the same 30 feet in front of you. You came from the sky.
Yeah.
It was kind of a cool like thing.
It's
and
gonna
then
take some getting used to.
yeah,
Okay.
and then that hand comes out and goes out and grabs the book, which sort of landed right about here and skidded.
Yeah.
Grabs the book.
And
So much
I'm
going on with
trying
it.
to bring it back to me.
Okay.
Yeah. There's a lot.
Yeah. All right.
Creepy.
Nance probably saw me do all that, but
Yeah, she is lying there. I mean, yes. Okay, so that was the end of the turn. So here's what you see. Now, you see a swift hand move across Nance's neck.
He loses a round of action. He can't act.
Oh man. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
Oh, you. That was planned.
Goodbye to your careful plan.
Goodbye to my careful plan. All right. Well, the other thieves still get to move.
Yes, they do.
Just
There are a lot of dead ones. This one's still alive.
The one on the
No one
landing is
touched the,
still alive.
the landing. Everyone just ran over the thing.
This one
We
is.
didn't take the stairs.
This one is going to
No need for stairs.
also leap.
I'm going to take the stairs.
A force of good just saved somebody's life.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
pretty cool.
That
That was actually huge.
That was pretty cool.
Yeah,
Yep.
that was really good.
And this thing is gonna. Actually, it doesn't even need to leap. It can run down the stairs and run.
Smart.
That was cool, but
It sees everybody
around
leave
here.
and just takes.
It has cunning action, so it doesn't care about attacks of opportunity. It's going to just pretty easily snatch that book from your mage hand because your mage hand's not strong, right?
no.
Yeah. Yeah. It rolled a 17 strength, so it's going to snatch that book from your mage hand
Come on, Digit.
and just get out of this door, and these doors pull open and close behind it, and that's what you see.
What the heck, Jeff?
I thought we got you.
As you know, Civ, you're standing right here, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So when these doors open,
Yeah, what do I see?
you see two more thieves standing there waiting.
These guys are
Standing there waiting.
pretty good.
A lot of movement.
And there's
Yeah.
one. It's the weirdest thing, man. You could swear. You could swear. You saw white horns. Not sure, but man, it sure looked like it.
On one of them or on all of
The
them?
door busts open, one of them. You didn't catch this,
I didn't
James.
see anything.
Still writing it down.
Door busts open, and in that second, you see two people waiting there. Same kind of outfit. Take the book and turn. And run. You're top of the round. You can chase.
Go.
No, I just stop.
What?
I just stop where I'm at.
Throw it.
The rogue. There's still some guy on the floor, and there's still a woman in danger.
Yeah, I think I would probably, like, my action would be just to. Yeah, I just stop.
Huh.
That's my turn.
Okay.
In fact, I probably would drop my rapier at that point.
What?
And I would, I would look down at you and say, "I'm sorry."
Okay.
That's
Is that
my
your
turn.
Uggo?
Uggo's gonna get up, dash for that fella, and wrestle that knife from his hands. And if he can, put him to sleep.
Like in a
Yep.
hold?
Yep.
Okay. So, half your movement to get up.
Give him $1 million man. Sleeper
Aggressive.
All right. And you can get here pretty easily. And you're going to do a strength.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to pull either. I'm gonna go for the knife and try to, like, remove the knife. The goal there is to remove the knife from his hands.
Okay. So let's do a contest of strength.
Oh, Kadoki.
Oh, still raging.
Classic contest of strength.
15.
21.
So the giant orc runs over to this, he looks like a human, still on the ground, grabs it, gets it into pretty good of a grapple, pries the hand, the knife falls. Clink, clink, clink.
Don't move unless you want to die.
Oh, help me! Help me! It is Fahima's turn.
I will dash towards the party.
Dash towards the party.
Yeah.
Ain't no party like a dash party. 5, 10,
So
15, 20,
far
25,
away.
30, 35, 40, 45, past
One
Dead-
dead, no, or
dead.
one dead rogue.
50, 55,
Yeah,
60.
there's probably a pretty good trail.
There's another
that you
dead
can
rogue.
follow.
You see gore and bodies. A smashed head against the wall. A person stabbed, blood trailing behind it, pooling.
Boy.
It is Lily's turn.
Okay. I'm going to walk up to our buddy.
Yeah, Nance?
And, no,
Fetch.
sorry, I'm Fetch.
Oh, excuse me, you're up here,
upstairs.
yes. Yes.
I haven't seen a lot of
He's
this.
here. I'm sorry I don't have a mini for him. I should have had
Yeah, no, it's okay. Fetch, and reassure him, be like, listen, I know it sounds crazy, but I assure you you're in good hands. We've seen a lot of stuff, and I know they got it. And then I'm going to lesser restoration him.
He says, oil can! No, lesser restoration, okay, and then he...
Yeah.
Thank you very much. Where's the book? Did we get the book?
I don't know. I was in that door, and then I came back here. I saw some people running, and I just wanted to, like, get everyone moving again.
James's turn.
Okay, so the rogue in front of us doesn't have the knife anymore. Is Nance able to kind of wriggle away from him at all? Or does he...
Yeah, I mean,
Wiggle?
Uggo has this person completely in his sway.
All right.
So yeah, Nance is
All right.
very frazzled.
All right. I look down at her. I'll be right back. I'll go. Thank you. And book it to the door.
Yeah,
Open the door.
yeah.
What do I see? Who do I see? Eldritch Blast has a range of 120 feet.
Yeah, I mean, you see several. You're on this corner, right?
Yeah.
This is the corner of this building, and the city street goes in two directions.
It's outside. Okay. Yeah.
Or no, I'm sorry. This is the courtyard. Excuse me.
Internal,
This is
yeah.
the courtyard. Pardon me. So you come out. You see very alarmed members of Nightstone Abbey standing there. One of them points this way. The other one points this way, and you see someone sort of scouring the face of one of these buildings, and another. You don't see anything the other direction, but it seems like they scattered when they.
There's someone climbing a building,
They're climbing the building.
and it looks like one of the rogues. Mm-hmm. Are they within 120 feet of me?
They are indeed.
I'm taking a shot. So I haven't thrown this yet.
Yeah.
So this is
Exciting.
Right.
literally feeling the new power.
Right. Now,
Yeah.
several members of the Night's Watch are standing there, pointing up there, looking at you, recognizing you. do what you may, but that's the situation you find yourself in.
Big deal.
Oh, Jeff. All right, I don't.
Okay.
So you can.
I literally probably you can see the smoky and swirling building in my hand.
Yeah. And you swallow.
And then
it.
I close it, run back and check on Nance. And
Everything in your body wanted it.
Yeah.
In fact, in a way that you're not entirely comfortable with. You ran out of that, you had seen Nance
moments away from death.
moments away from death.
Yeah.
On death's door. Clearly a knife at her throat. You ran out of there. You felt a feeling of vengeance and rage, and you were able to harness it and pull back and control it.
Yeah, I'm going to use my action or whatever to get back inside and pull Nance away from
Okay.
that jerk.
All right.
Are you lawful?
Am I awful or lawful?
Lawful.
That's none of your business.
Personal question.
All right.
Are you awful?
So all of the danger seems to have subsided. We are standing over a barely alive humanoid with a mask and robes. Nance pulled that way, heaving, tears in her eyes, scared. Hermelfesh and Lily up, recovering. Fahima standing around dead bodies. And this is where we'll take our break.
Yeah, Jeff, if he doesn't resist, Uggo's going to pummel him until he's unconscious.
Okay, well, we'll do that after the break.
Picture that for our break.
Little tease for the break. You want to see the orc pummel someone until they're unconscious?
Why not?
Stay tuned. All that and
Roll
more.
on armed with advantage again.
Lord Araban is going to take care of you while we take a little break, and we'll be back to see what happens next. Stick around, please. See you soon.
Much. This schematic is so.
Pummel them! Yes! That's what I want to see, and I assume it's what you want to see as well. Well, fear not, adventurers. Our campaign will continue after this brief intermission. right now, it's time for us to enjoy each other's company. Shall we? Are you all enjoying yourselves? I know I am. And look, I've done some work on my left hand. I actually was using a salve and ointment, and it has really done the trick here. Fingers working wonderfully. I do recognize the stolen book. Yes, Lily Dumblestuck fan. Oh, you must be Lily's Dumblestuck's fan. That makes sense. Did Milo prove his loyalty? Well, he's proved his loyalty many times, over and over and over again. All right. Pirates or rogues, scurvy dog? Neither. You mean, do I like their brains? Of course, I'll eat either, because they're humans, after all. King Schizo says, I like your name. Amazing, you're all awesome. Well, I don't choose unawesome people to play in my games. Have I been to Yarnum? Not in the last 30 years, no. Will I do jazz hands? I mean, I could do one jazz hand, like I just did, sort of. I don't like shaking it, though. Oftentimes that feels awkward in the funny bone area. What is my favorite color? Blue. No, I'm kidding, it's gold. I was not... well, I guess I was banished from the hive mind. It's fine, I'll say it. I've been banished from the hive mind. Does that make you happy there, lazy anonymous? Anon, I should say. Do I have legs? Of course I have legs. They just don't work very well. And I've been sitting in this damn chair for so long that they don't work really at all. I can't lie. Walking is no longer one of my favorite things to do. Z-Man, humans, always. Humans. I will eat brains of... I mean, at this point, I've been on this diet for so long that I could probably eat 1,000 brains and still continue. No joke. Does the throne recline? Yes, but I don't want to do it right now. It looks funky. It makes it look cheap, all right? And it's not cheap. It was very expensive. At least I paid dearly for it in souls. No, orc brain is disgusting. It's not disgusting. I should take that back. It's got a gooey, sort of muddy flavor. Does the throne flush? Well. Milo, have you... Hold on 1 second. Milo, come here. Kill it, come here. Did you tell anyone about the bedpan? Please don't do that. Please don't do that. It makes me look bad, Milo, that's why. All right. Antiperspirant, deodorant, or just deodorant? Good news, I don't have pores, so really nothing, to be honest with you. Lord Ereban for president. Oh, Kate the Great, thank you. But president of what, I ask? Would you vote for me, Lily Dumblestuck fan? That would be a interesting world, wouldn't it? Have I been sitting here since the War of Ideas? You mean last show, Elbridge? Or do you mean something even longer ago than that? Was I hurt by a dragon? Never. No Listen, you people, let's all be very clear. I might have said before that I was a level 17, but I lied. I'm a level 25. I could kill anything by looking at it. Not even looking at it, just thinking. Right? So just deal with it. Is my parent an octopus? Queen Scarlet, is your parent an octopus? What kind of a question is that? No. It's an illithid. Which, if that's an octopus, then yes. Did I get my pet beholder? I did not. DJ Gnome. Was one sent? What class am I? I no longer have a class, Game Lord. I am a god. Simply. Yes, I'm a god. How did I meet Jeff? We were in school together. And I don't like telling this story, actually, but I didn't study for a test, and so I cheated. I looked at his test answers from afar with my very good eyes. Though they're red, they work quite well. And I noticed his answers were all correct. And from that day forward, I promised myself I would look into this man, perhaps even eat his brains. But when I met him finally, we did have a sit-down, I realized he was also a kind man, a man of manners and love, compassion, something I had never felt before, especially not in the hive mind. And so I made acquaintance with him. We became roommates, and I decided not to eat his brains. Since then, he and I have become some of the smartest beings in the land. Favorite music genre? It's difficult to describe. It's a combination of dubstep, electronic, classic rock, classical music, / rap. What is the amulet I'm... Well, this is an amulet that my sister gave me. Sister Araban. Yeah. License to Illithid. Goof. Please, someone write that down. I like that. Milo, get out your pen. Milo, get out your pen. Go grab it, then. I don't care. Write that down. Would I go on a date with Jeff? Only if he'd go out with me. I've asked before and didn't go so well. Yes, if he would go out with me, of course I would. I mean, as friends. Totally platonic. I know it is pretty. Thank you, Midnight. Is Milo a good slave? Of course. I don't have bad slaves. Do I have any nicknames? Poison Beard? Well, perhaps you should give me one. Oh, goodness gracious. It's those... It's the fungi that I eat. For some reason, it causes a major upset in my stomach. Oh, goodness. I'm feeling very ill at the moment. Mr. Whiskers. Well, that's funny. Poison Beard, I feel like squid is very... You haven't thought that one through much, have you? Let's go a little deeper, shall we? Aban? All right. Why not? I vote your nickname being Air Banished. Era Banished. Fine, I'll take it. Listen, another Tarask. I don't like you keep your continual insistence on this Taraskiness, all right? Leave it be. We get it. Your name is another Tarask. I'm Lord Ereban. What are you going to do about it? There's nothing to do. Let it go. My goodness. Gonna be sick. I'm secretly a zombie. No, I'm not. Another Aeroban. Ooh. What is my secretest secret? Well, Paciferal. Did you not watch the last episode? Am I friends with Squidward? I don't know what Squidward is. Is Araban Tarask. All right, 13SZ. If you and Tarask are friends... Listen, anyone out there that says another thing about Tarasks, I will seriously leave this set immediately. I will leave it right now. In fact, I will sick Milo on something or someone, though he doesn't really sick very well. Well, look at... If you don't know what a Tarask... Don't you people know what goggle is? Look it up. What a Tarask is. I don't like them. They're very awkward, and they smell funky, and their brains taste like poop. I've said this before. Not fans, or a fan. Ugh. Poop brains. Why is everyone pushing what? Silver Ink Wolf. Are you jealous of Davy Jones' tentacles? He sure has a lot. Yes, I am, as a matter of fact. And I loved him in that one movie with Johnny Depp. Xbox or PS4? Neither. PC. CJ. Not that you shouldn't enjoy both of those, but I don't choose to play them. Mainly because my hands don't work so well on controllers. I like mice. Favorite book from the library? I don't read. I stopped reading many years ago. I read brains, not books. It's a waste of time. It's very inefficient, I should say. Which pet of the players do you like the most? Meep, Sky Thighs, or Hamlet? Well, technically, Hamlet would taste the most delicious because the pig brain is the closest to the human. So I'd probably go with that. But Meep is very cute and fiery, and I like a little fire every once in a while. Oh, do you think Fahima's brains taste like hot tamales? Anna, you are very funny. I would be terrified to eat her brains. First of all, I wouldn't do it because she's a friend. She's sweet. But I can imagine some heat there, but perhaps more like burning flesh. My own burning flesh. Brains with hot sauce, yay or nay? I don't like condiments at all, as a matter of fact. I sort of just like them plain. As a matter of fact, I don't even want them cooked. I like them simply out of the brain, out of the head, out of the skull, whatever. Not even with blood. Well, there's always going to be a little bit of blood. There's nothing you can do about that. It's a bit like, yes, sashimi of the brain. Do I eat giant brains at family reunions so it feeds a lot? No. Graymalkin? Giant brains sort of taste like poo-poo as well. Do you get the memories of people's brains I eat? Of course I do, Music Man. You must also be a mind flayer, no? An illithid? Yes, tell me you are. But good. Lord Arabandu, you should DM a game. Well, that would just be boring, because I'm too intelligent, and I would make it... It would be boring for everybody, because the players would all die immediately. What is the most mighty creature I have slain? Paciferal, I have a question for you, quickly. What is the most mighty creature you have ever seen? Aboleth? It was a massive aboleth. That's what it was. A massive one, the biggest ever. Slew a Tarask once, yes. D&D, no, D and Durkin. I like it. They are tough mothers, well. The females, yes. The males, not so much. Is there a beholder made of diamond? No. Listen, the beholder that died the other day, that was my doing. I actually caused that to happen. Jeff took responsibility for it, but really it was me. I hate beholders. I've told this to you all. I don't like them. They are rude. They are aggressive. They are evil. And their farts really stink. Do you like flex tape? Yes, I do. I'm a big fan. What if they behold brains? They don't. That's the problem. Listen, they're basically trying to be like me and mine. And I don't like that. Get away. And they float. I don't like things that float. Walk, for crying out loud. And if you're gonna float, have wings. Stop it with the ads. Another Trask. What do you mean with the ads? What ads? Another Trask. Have you ever heard the word troll? No? Okay. Trolls are tough mothers. Yes, I'm thinking maybe another Tarask is a troll dressed as a Tarask, yes? I'm a level 20 troll, Shady Sheba. You and I could get into some real trouble, I'll tell you that. As soon as I went on YouTube, I got an ad for Caffeine. Well, another Tarask, tell you what, I'm not the person that runs YouTube, am I? So I don't know if I can help you. Oh, Jeebus. Better than Jeebus, I should say. Is Milo lighting the candles? Well, no, I'm lighting them. I said I was lighting them, yes. Actually, no, it is Milo. I lied. But we're using very, very eco-friendly fuel. Another Tarask, you're not on YouTube right now. Why complain? Sailor Crescent Potter, would you like to be my best friend? Seriously, you and I should be besties. Now we are, because you said yes. No takebacks either. Do I celebrate 420? Why? Because my eyes are red? Listen, bearded unicorn. No. Only sometimes. And this is California. Shh. Have I ever eaten a clone's brain? Yes. Did it taste good? Yes. Was it human? Of course. I didn't say yes to drugs, did I? In Brains SC? And by the way, in Brands SC, let me tell you this. Children, all of you out there, until you're 25 years of age, don't touch anything. You'll do yourself a hell of a lot of good that way. I learned the hard way. Hey, Araban, what's your opinion on tricksters? Well, god of trickery, I guess you're asking that because you are one. I will tell you what, as long as you're good to me and mine, I will always like you. Echo, it's not, these are not lotions, no. This is actually a mucosa. Another Tarask, I'm going to make you non-existent to me anymore. Thank you so much for showing up. Hold on. I have to waste my time doing this now. Spam. You are a spammer. All right. Goodbye. Sorry, everybody. I was just dealing with someone who was being very uncool. If you want to hang out, if you want to enjoy your time here, let's have fun. Don't be an idiot. I don't like idiots. I like people that are fun, enjoyable, and who like me. And if you don't like me, then don't be here. Actually, you don't have to like me either. You can actually hate me and be here. Just don't be a spammer. He's still there for you, not for me. That's the good news. So you have the ability, everyone, to actually silence anybody you would like. It's almost like playing D&D. All you have to do is click on their name. It's right there on your screen. And you click, here, I'll do it again here with Rogden, although I'm not going to do it to him. And you can click report or ignore. The moment you ignore them, they will never show up for you again. And here's the funny thing. Imagine a moment. Will you? Imagine a world where you don't have to listen to people that you don't want to listen to. Go ahead and do it now. And I'll tell you what, another Tarask. Hopefully you learn your lesson. Yes. Rogden, by the way, I love him. May or may not be, I don't know, one of our players. Do brains of idiots taste different? No, they taste great. It's a banhammer, essentially, which I hold in my hands. What's my greatest treasure? You. Anwin. If I could get you, that is. You don't offer me your brains, Paciferil, because... Paciferil? How do I say your name? Am I saying it wrong? Because I'm on a diet. I can't eat them now. That's also why I'm so frustrated at this moment. How much gold do I have? Poisonbeard? A lot. And I mean a lot. I am rich beyond my wildest imaginations. Lana's, because my doctor requested I go on a diet. A non-brains diet. In fact, it's a vegan diet, and I feel awful doing it. Update on the boomerang, great John. It was actually won by someone very special and is in the process of being sent. Go to karaoke, anything by Lionel Richie. Who was my favorite player, Lord Erevan, in this group? Favorites? No. That's like telling your children, hello, Tim, James, Emily, Donnie, and Lewis. Here, I'm going to tell you which one I like best. And then the other four go and cry. Not good. All right? How many IOUs have we been used tonight? Well, woof woof, you're the winner. You're the winner of the boomerang. You're here. Hello. Jerry, say hello to Woof 2233. That's the one who's getting the boomerang, FYI. Wonderful. So, everyone, please remember the IOUs. You can purchase an IOU, and when you do, it will light a force of good candle. Now, though, since we've gone through one entirely, we've gone through one set of those, Every 2 IOUs will get 1 candle lit, and so on and so forth. And remember to head over to our wiki page, thedungeonrun.fandom.com, for more information. And just so you know, you're all being wonderful tonight. So, back to the show.
It's kind of like Mortal Kombat.
Yeah, don't worry. Yeah. Oh, we're just having some fun. We're having so much fun. All right. Welcome back, everybody.
Oh, we didn't see your name.
We were nerding out. Yeah. Anyway, the Misty Step Mage Hand combo was cool.
Behind the scenes, Jeff is just as nice as he is in the game. That's all we learned from that.
Shut up.
Come on, Jeff.
You're ruining my rep.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, bad
real
boy
tough
of
guy.
D&D.
Yeah, I'm the bad boy of D&D.
Yes.
I will henceforth always be referred to.
Yeah.
Before I get angry.
Bad boy.
Okay, so we're picking up right where we left off. To recap, the book made its way out of the front doors of the Nightstone Library into parts unknown, perhaps up the side of a building, in fact. We have barely a living thief being grappled by Uggo. We have Nance, the lovely receptionist, who has escaped from the clutches of this thief. We have 3 mangled, gory, bloody dead bodies up here. We have Hermilfesh and Lily. Lily has just recovered him from a state of paralysis. And we're going to assume that the rest of the team and Fesh have all sort of made their way down to the first floor as Uggo is still holding on to this thief in a death grip. It can't even move. What would you guys like to do?
Uggo? Uggo! Look at me. Uggo. Breathe. Hold him. He's half your size.
I was gonna exit range.
Okay.
Yeah, he hurt. Blood brother, lady friend.
Take his hands, put them behind his back.
Yep.
I will attempt to break his wrist.
No, little gentler, Uggo.
Siv, do you have some rope?
Why you make me do this? He deserve it.
Uggo, because he might be able to help us, okay?
Good. He can talk if I break his wrist.
All right, and these doors open as you guys are yelling and screaming. The screams, this thief is screaming violently, loudly. These doors open, and in walks Audric Lucerne and a couple of city guards. Yeah, I'll take it from here. You've made a mess, haven't you, James? What has happened here? And Fesh is...
Another theft. Sorry.
Yes. It seems the problem only intensifies.
I feel very tired. I'm not myself. I'd like to retire to my quarters, please. Nance, if you'll join me, I believe I have some recuperative properties, some drinks with some recuperative properties in my study, and if you'll excuse me, I'm quite sorry. I must go.
And he and Nance... Thank you, all of you. I'm so sorry. This is not what usually happens at Nightstone Library.
You needn't apologize. Please, go back to your quarters. Take care of yourself.
James, thank you. Thank you all. And she walks out with Hermilfesh through the doors, and Audric stands upright.
How sneakily could I cast Detect Thoughts?
That depends on how you roll stealth. Or deception. Might actually probably be stealth.
Yeah, sleight of hand stealth. So yeah, I basically got my arcane focus in my scholar's sleeve, and I'm gonna try and cast it on the thief.
The good news is you have advantage from Elias 9996.
Elias.
First is stealth, yeah?
Yeah.
Pretty good. 18.
Okay. So as you're casting on the thief.
On the thief first.
All right. You cast your eyes to the thief and you move your hands slightly. You're not quite aware of anyone else in the party noticing. You think that you are pulling it off pretty well, and as you enter the thoughts of this creature, you hear screaming, oh, fear, I don't want to die, I don't want to die, I don't want to die. That kind of thing is the surface level thought. They're going to kill me, oh God, oh God.
Can I, because I'm there helping Uggo tie him up, can I whisper in Thieves' Cant this into his ear?
Oh, snap.
All right.
Thieves' Cant's not a speech, it's hand movements.
Oh.
Just letting you know.
Well, then I guess I'm doing hand movements. I'll give Uggo the rope.
The hand drive? They want us to dance.
Maybe you show him a note or something. Yeah, I don't know.
Actually, you know what? Screw it. I'll just, because there's all this commotion happening around us, and I don't care if Uggo hears this. I'm just going to lean in and whisper that into his ear.
Okay. He looks at you.
What does he say?
Big eyes. Big eyes. You, in his head, hear, feel. He knows? How does he know? They know? How does he know? God.
I'm going in.
Okay.
Using an action, he needs to make a wisdom saving throw.
Hang on a second. Hang on a second. Hang on a second.
James is very at home in the library. He gets very aggressive.
Especially when you're trying to kill my friend.
As you are standing there over the, Civ has just leaned in. Uggo's still got this creature deathlocked. The two guards stand, and Lucerne, as Civ leans in, goes like this. I see you've learned some new tricks, James. Guards, take him. And this.
Who they point to?
I'm not stopping.
The thief. They come up to you and to you.
Wait!
The guards pull up their spears.
We should question him. I don't trust.
Uggo. Awaken mind into Uggo's head. I am questioning him.
Understood.
Push him at the guards.
Okay.
And so, wisdom saving throw for the thief, please.
Sounds good.
And I, as I said, as I push the thief, I say, "You
Lucky!
9.
Nope. So you need to. I need his reasoning, his emotional state, which I can probably tell. Something that looms large in his mind, something such as something it worries over, loves, or hates.
Okay, so what you get is, oi. If he knows, maybe they all know. The plan didn't go as planned. There's dead bodies up there. I gotta get out of here. I gotta get out of here. How can I escape? I know what I'll do. I know what I'll do. And you have an image very clearly in your head of a knife in his boot.
Careful.
None of the rest of you know this.
Yeah.
All right, I call out to the guard. Careful. He has a knife in his boot.
Oi! And the guard oh, what's this then, huh? He pulls the knife out of his boot. Oh, come here! And they're kind of pulling at him. You let him go.
I let him go, yeah.
They pull on. Oh! And Lucerne goes, perhaps you may prove useful after all, James.
I'm not done. Who do you work for?
Do we hear this, or is this in your head?
You know, I'm asking him out loud.
Okay.
And keeping my concentration inside his mind.
Yeah. And you hear the word Vic. You do not. You do not.
Jessica can write it down.
Jessica can write it down, but you do not hear that.
Is that with a C or a C?
Where is the book going?
He gets a chance to try again, right, on wisdom save? Yep, every round, every turn.
I think it actually turns into an intelligence. It's actually intelligence on intelligence.
Whoa.
Oh, like a challenge?
Unless the creature can use its action on its turn to make an intelligence check and contested by my intelligence check.
Okay.
And if it succeeds, the spell ends.
All right. You have advantage.
Thank you.
Username Eric.
Thank you,
Eric.
17.
Yeah. You clearly win this contest of intelligence, and you get a sense of this plan. as it was formulated, to take a book that had been chained in this room. You get a sense of a plan that was clearly set out, a plan that involved something that you've never heard of called Lamar's Feint, which is a series of handoffs and false flags. Each of the thieves had a book in their possession, and some of them were throwing the real book, some of them were throwing a fake book. You have this plan very clearly in your head. As the guards pull this man out and yank him and drag him through these doors.
Where?
That's fine. We've got it from here. You did admirably. Well done, James. And the doors open and the guards and Lucerne walk out.
Wait, I wanted to ask him something before he left, Lucerne, if that's okay.
I mean, you can call after him. He's walking out the door.
Lucerne? Lucerne? Question. How is it that, how many of them, 3 or 4 that we saw?
You push the door open, you're yelling as the guards and this tall wizard are leaving.
How is it that 3 or 4 thieves got into this library? Don't you have more security? Not to degrade
And he
Naomi
stops.
or whatever her name is, but why was she the one guarding the door? There's important texts in here. Yeah, I'm talking to you.
I'm standing behind her.
Yeah, she's talking to you.
Sir?
I believe you are all guests here, are you not?
I think we're more than that, seeing as how we attempted to save one of your precious books and got you a witness, huh?
Yes. You make good points. We will increase security at the library and perhaps clear out the riffraff. It is only because you were in that room that it happened in the first place, no?
Sorry, Audric, what's your job?
Can't believe I answer to you. Guards.
Oh,
And he walks away.
Coward.
What is his exact title? I don't remember.
He's an instructor.
Yeah.
But it seems like he has gotten added responsibilities since the last time you saw him.
I don't like that guy at all.
Nobody does.
He's a bully.
He's clearly someone who got promoted but didn't deserve it, and so he's covering up for being very self-conscious for not being worthy of his position.
I have no proof, but I think he did it.
I don't know. He didn't stop me.
Who's above him? Who can we go to?
Misha, lead instructor Misha. But hang on, Fesh, is he there in the lobby with us?
No,
He left.
he left with Nance up to his
Okay.
his quarters.
I'm gonna go pick my rapier up and wipe the blood off of it.
Okay.
Div.
There's a number of brown cloaked Nightstone employees, for lack of a better term, that are coming in and trying to sort of clean up this awful mess.
I'll thank them.
Yeah.
Yes, thank you.
As they move through. Certainly low-level students, even some of them.
I would like to take, if there was they were using these blowguns with the darts.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I would like to search at least one of the bodies in hopes to find the poison that they were using.
Right.
I don't know if I have time to do that.
You certainly find some darts, even one in one of those poles.
Okay.
You can salvage it. If you want to do a history check or a nature check, you can try to identify what that poison is, but you have to be real careful.
I'll do it later.
Okay.
Can I grab the masks?
Yeah, I mean, you have 3 smashed bodies. The masks were cloth.
Oh, they
Pulled
weren't
over.
like unique. That we
No.
could use
It
later?
wasn't
Okay.
like
Then
a
never mind.
kabuki mask or anything like that. It was a like a ninja mask, what
Okay.
you would think, although they weren't ninjas.
Ninjas.
So
Keeping that
I think that you got, it's pretty clear that lingering in the library is, not going to be a useful thing. There's people sort of cleaning it up and cordoning off. There's a lot of commotion as you walk out the doors.
If we can, I was going to say, if we can we? Is it possible to head back up to the restricted room that we were in?
Sure, if you want. I mean, it
I
seems
still have his keys.
you're going to get a lot of
Raised eyebrows.
raised eyebrows, to say the least.
Got it.
I mean, this is a room that has been stolen from, and now you just asked for security to get heightened. So I think you're going to see lots of guards sort of from other areas of
We may
the
be able
Abbey.
to. I turn to whichever guard or something. We're going to see where this happened. We may be able to investigate something. So,
James,
This whole area is closed off now. I'm sorry, there's been a number of deaths in here.
fine.
Yeah.
All right.
No.
I look at I look at Civ and just awaken mind later.
All right.
Fine.
what?
I would say I want to. I want to whisper it. I would say I want to memorize the keys, but I have a feeling they're going to change the locks after this.
It's a fair point.
Well,
In
Maybe
fact,
we should
I'll,
give it back in
I'll
good-
give the keys
good
to you.
faith.
Thank you. Okay. Ooh. Yeah. I'll,
Can you
I'll
give
keep
them?
those.
Can you give them back, please,
To,
to the library?
yes, but I do think we need to look closer into that room, and there's very useful things. I will give it back when we are done.
You think so? We're going to sneak back in here, use the keys.
perhaps we should do this over a beer.
That's strange, but you might want to keep it down.
Listen,
Uggo.
This
What?
doesn't
Inside
feel
voice.
right.
Taught me. I learned.
there are
Well,
levels.
We owe it to me.
There are people in charge who do not know the good that we can do here. I see your point, and I am deeply invested in the protection of the knowledge inside
Fahima.
this library.
I think perhaps our best chance is going and not raising any more eyebrows so that we can come back as friends.
Yes, and then we will return the keys.
After we break in.
People trust their friends.
There's a chance that this was an inside job, so
Yes.
it's not
Exactly.
necessarily. I don't know.
And Civ is great at breaking into places. That's what
I'm
he
not.
does.
I'm not sure it was. It was Aldrich Lucerne. He saw me cast that spell, and he didn't stop me.
I'm not sure he's capable of something like this.
I did.
Look,
Sneaky.
I can be.
I'm all for breaking into tombs and dungeons, but breaking into a library goes beyond my moral standard.
I don't want to take anything.
That's your line?
Well, you do have the entire city of Turles at your disposal at this point. It is still, near midday. You
Yes.
could go to visit Mr. Fesh, although he seems to be
Yes.
in a pretty bad state.
No,
Or
we
you
may
can-
want to give him some time.
You can make your way out into the larger city of Turles and
I could use
return
a
to him
drink.
later.
I have a question, and maybe we can do this while we walk.
Sure.
All right, let's go. I'll stop arguing.
No, Sid,
go.
why you drop rapier?
That's a long story. I'll go.
We have no time.
Perhaps after I have a drink, I'll tell you.
Fair.
Or two.
7.
I don't know if I can down 7, but I will try.
You'll have to fill me in. I didn't say a thing.
We see.
I'm not sure how long we'll be here. I mean, it does feel like we'll be here at least another night. So
I would like to stay for a while.
we have urgent business.
I know.
Okay,
But lots of knowledge to gather.
it's true.
I need hand axes.
Yes, and some hand axes to buy. So
Need a couple.
But we can't use magic here.
it's not really my scene, so to speak. There is a tavern nearby. It's loud, and they do have rooms, but it's loud.
I've been wanting to try the fireball shops.
I'm sure they might have
Crowd
something there.
pleaser, indeed.
Yeah.
And I'll start leading us toward Rosy Cheeks
Loud
Tavern.
is good because
All
then we
right.
can talk about whatever we want.
So you-
Rosy cheeks.
Just
tavern.
it's nearby. It's just
It is indeed. You wander through the city. It's a familiar city to you, James, although you haven't spent a lot of time outside the security of Nightstone Abbey. You have ventured here and there and run errands through the city, so you know it pretty well. You're going down streets. This is a large city. This is probably the largest city any of you has been to, other than James, who used to live here. It is bustling. There are many streets. There are lots of people here and there doing lots of different kinds of things. You wind your way several blocks. It's a good 20-minute walk, and you finally arrive at a block that has a very charming tavern. It says Rosy Cheeks' Tavern, Rosy Cheeks' Pub and Tavern Hall. And you see a sign outside that says, drinking contest today. Although it doesn't look like a sign that you change from day to day.
It's a warn.
Yeah, it looks like a sign that's there every day. And as you get closer to this place, there's a lantern hanging outside, even though it's the middle of the day. It is loud. This place is going off. It is jam-packed inside. You hear the sounds of revelry and laughter and cheering. It's like lunchtime is happening at Rosy Cheeks' Pub and Tavern Hall. And
It's happy hour.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's always happy hour at Rosie.
So you guys kind of enter this place and you hear, cheers, people. There seems to be, there's all manner of people. You see off-duty guards, you see low-class, high-class people dressed well, people dressed shabbily, workers who are dirty and grimy, and well-dressed people, all shoulder to shoulder, all having a great time. Everybody in the place seems to be focused on one central table where two people sit, alternating shots. And as they do, the whole crowd goes, laughter. And then you see people throwing silver bits and gold coin at the table after each one. There's clearly a barmaid taking side bets, and maybe even a couple of hustlers taking their own side bets. The whole place is just having a great time watching this drinking contest happen.
I've only been here once before, but yeah, you wanted a drink.
I got this. You guys find a table. Can I like weave between everybody's legs and get up to the bar?
Yeah, you're unseen by most and unheeded by everyone. And you hop up on the bar. There's menus on there. There's a whole bunch of different things you can order. Boiled lentils with a mug of mead for 5 copper pieces. Barley porridge with a mug of stout for 3 copper pieces. Stewed onion with a mug of mead for 5 copper pieces. Roasted trout and buckwheat biscuits and a tankard of stout for 12 copper pieces. Wow. And boiled goose and rye biscuits with a tankard of cider for only 8 copper pieces. You're checking out that menu. There's food. There's revelry. It's boisterous. It is happening. There's cheering and laughter and people in the back sort of drunkenly, yelling and screaming, not even paying attention to the center of the.
Jeff, are there any orcs in this tavern?
I think there's at least one half orc. There's a guy I don't think there's a full orc in here, but there's at least one half orc, kind of grimy, and all manner of folks. I mean, there are all kinds of races. No Genasi. No Genasi.
Shocking.
But yeah, they're short and tall. It is a true destination for the hoi polloi and everybody in between.
Do we find a table?
I don't think you do. This place is bustling.
Is there a table nearby that seems to have weaklings?
My dudes, I got this.
Okay.
And I'll conjure a table.
I love it.
That's not going to draw attention.
I love it.
Wow.
Okay, so
You know I'll do it stealthily.
It's pretty rowdy.
the moratorium on magic. You walk into the first place and you're like, magic table.
Table,
I do this. I go.
Fahima would.
All right. You're aware that
That
the
was
table
very
is going to be immediately identifiable as magic.
Yeah.
When you conjure,
it does glow. So I won't do that. As soon as I start, okay.
Here's what happens.
That's great.
Here's what happens. You got to see chat. Here's what happens. Here's what happens. You walk into the place, and it is jam-packed, shoulder to shoulder. You guys, Lily through the legs, kind of pops up on the thing and grabs a menu, checking it out. Meanwhile, you guys are like, I don't know if there's any place to sit. And Fahima goes, I got this. And she turns, and almost with the force of knocking her off the bar stool, the amulet pops and goes, no! And almost knocks you back. And you feel you're shocked into like, oh, right, moratorium on magic.
Right.
Does the bartender see
with
that?
I really wanted you to go through with it, though, man.
I think it'd be perfect.
We could do an entire scene in jail. Let's do it.
Civ's been there before.
Back to the weaklings plan.
Well, I was thinking, are there weaklings, or you said there were people that were like stone cold drunk already, right? Mm-hmm. We could just take over their table.
How? Join it.
Yeah, what you want me to do?
Well, come with me, and I'll just walk over to the drunk, and I'll lean over and put my arm around him as if we're old friends.
Oh, he's doing.
Hello, how are you?
Oh, no, you don't I?
Yes, we were dancing together last week.
Dancing together last week?
Yes, I believe that was here. Remind me your name again.
Bill.
Bill.
They call me Bill the Drunk. What?
I'm gonna be scooting him over and making room for them.
Did you want to dance again? It was fun last time.
Sure. I'm gonna pick him up and take him right to the.
He's a very large man. He's a very large man.
I will help him up.
Bill the drunk's good.
I will help him up.
Where are we going?
I'm just gonna spin him around.
Oi! Is she? You should compete in the drinking contest. I did, and I won it for one. I win every week, I think.
That's a good drunk.
Where's that lesser restoration when we need it?
I'm just going to escort him over to the bar where Lily is at. Let's go get another drink.
That's a good idea. You buying?
Sure.
All right. I want a tankard of ale, a tankard of mead, and a tankard of ale.
Don't they have anything stronger here?
This is my kind of guy. I like this guy. I like this.
And he passes out on the bar.
All right.
Wow.
I'll resist picking his pockets for now.
I'm grabbing chairs.
All right.
In fact, if you came back with that, because we
Roll-
pick his pockets right now.
Roll a sleight of hand.
Okay.
And in the most.
And you have advantage from
Nice.
Lieutenant. I gotta read this one. Lieutenant Butt Juice.
Butt juice. All right.
good name.
It's not. It's not easy to work up the ranks with that name.
Awesome.
Oh, I saw that too. I was like, what are you talking about?
So as you sort of, he's passed out on the bar. As you sort of slide him into place, you reach your hand into his breast pocket and into his pants pocket at the same time. You're like, floop, and you pull out. Let's find out what you pull out, shall we?
A good term.
You pull out.
This will forever be known as the butt juice sauce.
Yeah.
The butt juice sauce.
You get 16 gold pieces.
Oh.
And
Bill's doing okay.
and a little butt juice.
That's
gonna wipe
Yeah, it's not good. It's not good. You went a little too deep into the pocket. I'll just say that.
He's not wearing anything
Not
underneath
good.
his
Not
pants.
good. Bill the Drunk did not remember undergarments today.
just jeans.
Family show. It's a family show.
Do you have a gold for the party drinks?
No. I'm gonna talk to the bartender.
Oh.
In the most real world application of awakened mind ever, I'm going to telepathically tell Lily where our table is. Back to your left, about 20 feet. We found a table.
I've just been knocked over by the amulet.
Oh my God! Can we have that in real life, please?
I know, right? Please.
That would be really nice. I also was knocked over by the amulet during that.
Yeah,
that happened, and then I get a message where the table is.
Just
Friends
like
can't
back in
handle
Bingle.
a bar.
All right. So what did you order anything? You just got menus.
Is there a bartender?
Yeah, but bartender's very busy. I mean, the place is rocking, and everybody. Again, it is like, imagine a Super Bowl in the city that the team is from, and everybody's watching the TV. You know,
The
I mean,
drinking
you know, the
con-
bar
the
that Super
drinking-
Bowl.
yeah.
You know what I'm talking about.
So
Why'd you laugh?
I totally get you. The bartender, he's just running around, or she. I don't know. It's Rosie's
Slammed.
bar.
Yeah, no, Rosie is not behind the bar.
Okay.
It is a male, sort of a stout guy, he's giving people drinks and casting his eye on another, and then you see people screaming, and then somebody passes out on the thing. They're like, oh, next, oh, who's next? Who's next?
A crazy bar, mate.
Hey. Oh, sorry, what can I get you? You want something?
I'm gonna get 5 beers, and then I'm gonna get some biscuits and some goose, but only when you have time. I'll grab the beers if you don't mind.
You're the best, thank you.
Yeah, okay,
All
thank
right,
you.
all right. That's what did I say it was?
I'll open a tab for myself.
It's 5 copper pieces.
Okay, great.
I
Look
see.
at it. Yeah.
All right, come on, right up.
Yeah, you.
speak in the same language, simpatica. She knows. And he hands her. Lily has 5 beers. You know how the awesome waitresses hold them with the things. She's walking, weaving between people. Totally. She's done it 1,000 times. She brings it back to you guys, guided by.
Ordered
James.
food, but the kitchen slammed, so no promises. Okay, let's just be patient with people here.
Thank you.
I love it.
Were there any fireball shots?
Lily is in her element.
Oh, I didn't get fireball shots. She just got bruised, but we will get them. Okay, he's slammed.
Great.
You seem to be in your element.
Oh yeah, I love it here. Everybody's so happy. They're just focused on one thing. It's great.
When they're done, you should try entertaining them.
I could.
Could you do the drinking contest?
I could. But I try not to.
And somebody on the other side, we got somebody who wants to do the drinking contest! People shock, crazy.
Lily, what do you say?
This is like a Wednesday, isn't it?
Yes.
It's an everyday in Rosy Cheeks. No pressure.
I mean, I can. I can.
I'd like to talk about things.
Of course.
It's a pretty loud place to talk about
There's
things.
there's so much going on.
There's a lot
Uggo,
going
no
on.
more inside voice.
There's so many things going on!
And you see the guy next to you who heard you say, I could. He's like, hey, you want to go? You want to go? I just think this one wants to go. And I mean, it's your choice, but
Sure.
you want to participate in the drink contest? So the way this works is you can wager on however much you want on whether or not you will pass out before your opponent.
All right.
Can I?
You don't have to do it.
No, I'm in.
I'll go, Lily.
Yeah.
If you want, I just learned a new spell that can make you a little bit bigger, if it'll help you drink more.
Well, the good thing about being small is I digest it fast. All right.
Oh, so it can help.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's in. Also, this was like what I was raised on.
Alcohol?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
It might not be the first drinking contest.
There's a different stigma around it on bingo.
Oh,
Wasn't there a Mormontorium on the spellcastings?
there was.
There was.
We have to be careful.
Oh, no,
about
I
our
was going to
spells.
have you give her a hug so no one would know.
It's just that you're yelling.
good
You're
to me.
yelling it.
It's just that you're yelling it.
Fahima, I love it.
It's just that everyone has overheard everything we've said so far.
No.
Remember when that guy said I should totally do the drinking contest because
We really
You heard
need
me
to
say
like write on her hands, do not cast. So when she's about ready to cast, she's like,
Okay. So, all right, I'll take you.
all right. So
How big is this guy?
this guy is
Twice my height.
yes, easily.
Okay, yeah.
I mean, you're 3 feet tall. He is easily twice that tall.
Okay.
He's like, I'm gonna take you, and he, you kind of make your way. And the crowd is going crazy, and they're like, no.
So I just want to be clear with you, my drunk friend. It's whoever passes out first. Time. A game
I've
of
done
time.
this before.
A game of time. You, me.
Are you in my head? What are you
Just
doing?
drinks. It's not just drinks, it's also time. Who can stay awake the longest?
I think I already lost. And you guys both sit down at the table. They make the people apart. There's a passed out kind of oafish guy. They kind of roll him off the chair and he lands with a thump on the ground. And they're like laughing.
Can I catch him and pull him off to the side?
Yeah, sure. Siv's just like taking gold from
Yes,
everyone.
what? Yes.
Okay. This is against my character, but I have something I think maybe you could use during this time.
Sure.
Okay, it's this. It's a double-sided coin.
What do you mean? Both sides are the same?
Both sides are the same, so maybe you could make some bets with it. I would be terrible with it. I'm a
Wait,
horrible
one
liar.
side is heads and the other side is tails.
No. Look at it.
Heads and tails.
If you flip it,
I flip it.
Heads.
Yes.
heads. Do it again.
Flip it.
Now flip it 100 times.
Is
Okay.
it?
I don't have time for this. I'll take
I think we're doing Rosencrantz and Guildenstern all of a sudden.
great, man.
Some Tom Stoppard references for the crowd.
What are you talking about? The kids love the Rosie. Kids love the stuff art.
Right. Thank you.
Useful, right?
Yes, very, very useful. Although right now I'm already very busy, and I'm going to take heavy set
I just
guy
thought
after
maybe.
this.
All right. The place kind of they're trying to no. It's kind of a cheeky but genuine, and although those are antonyms, I don't know why I said that. So you sit down in the chair. Table kind of comes up here. There's a barmaid who comes in with a pillow and like stuffs it under your rump, so you're propped up.
Thank
and
you.
this-
What's your name?
I'm Sally.
Hi, Sally. Thank you so much.
I hope you win.
Thank you.
She kind of shuffles off, and this guy kind of sits with a thumb, and he puts his arms down. And he's like, "Go!" And there's Sally kind of steps around and goes, "Place your bets! Place your bets!"
2 gold on the gnome.
2 gold! Oh, and everybody's kind of throwing your. So how much do you guys want to bet on Lily?
Individually?
Well, that's up to you. You can do
I
it
have
as
a little
group.
I'm
bit.
too busy. I'm not betting anything because I'm positive I would be busy the entire time this is happening.
To the drunk guy, what's your name?
I'm not letting you in my head.
I'm not in your head, I'm outside your head. What's your name outside your head?
It's Hal.
What would your mom want me to call you? Hal?
Don't bring my mom into this.
Well, your mom's always in this. She birthed you. She'd be proud of you, huh, right now? With what you're doing with your life?
I don't know.
Psychological warfare.
What does she do?
Me mum?
Yeah.
Oh, she's a cook.
Oh, my mom also works in a restaurant.
Oh, she sounds like a lovely lady.
She is. They'd probably get along, huh? My mom and your mom?
They probably would. Stop talking to me!
Okay. If that makes you happy.
Drink!
Oh, man. This guy's at disadvantage for his role. That's pretty hardcore head games. Lily, you have advantage. So here's what's going to happen.
Place my bet.
Okay, place your bet.
Okay, I'm gonna bet.
You got to decide how much you're going to wager. Lily, in order to participate, you have to present a wager.
Okay.
So you have to put up your purse, whatever it is that you are. So if you lose,
I'll
this
wager.
guy wins it.
This flump bank.
Hey, wait a minute.
The whole place goes quiet.
I apparently didn't know what this was.
There's just, you only hear one sound, and it's this.
Whoa. How much is it? How many D20? 10 D20.
Oh my god.
Lily,
love
we
this.
should talk about this.
I
Might
love
be,
this.
might be 200 gold in there.
The guy sitting next to you goes, I'm out.
I'm in.
And then from the back you hear, aye, I'll do it.
Uh-oh.
And then everybody parts like the Red Sea. And this woman walks up, big braids, big braided hair. She walks out, maybe has a mustache.
Sure.
It's faint,
Yeah.
Fine.
kind of. She walks out. Hey,
Hello.
is that a fluffy bank?
Flump.
It's what I said.
Said fluffy.
I said fluffy.
Huh? Your fluffy is my flump. My flump's your fluffy.
And she
I'm
has a
stunned,
satchel.
but-
She has a satchel on her side. She pulls it out in her front. And she opens it. And she looks inside. And she pulls out a porcelain figurine. What? Of a white dragon.
Whoa.
Places it on the table.
James is agog at how cool Lily is. Like, I have
she sits
not
down.
seen the side of her.
I'm horrified.
And this place is like, because they know this lady. She's known.
Do I hear a muttering of her name around?
Roll perception.
Okay. 10.
You have you have advantage from Bethlehem Brainhammer.
Thank you. Thank you.
funny.
Best name ever.
Deathwind.
That's much better. That's now a 21.
That's funny. Based
I have
on
a feeling I know who this is. Sir Tavern.
it's feisty Gale Hammersmith.
Feisty Gale.
Feisty Gale
Feisty
Hammersmith.
Gale Hammersmith.
All right.
Feisty Gale Hammersmith.
And she like moves her pack back.
Is she human?
You're not sure.
Okay.
She looks bigger than most humans should.
Okay.
Goliath, perhaps.
She moves her pack to the side, and
You hear it like clink. Clearly, there's other porcelain stuff in there.
Lily, are you okay?
I know.
I'm good, Uggo.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yep.
All right. Boom, boom. Shots hit the table. Pound them. So,
Pound it.
escalating series of constitution checks.
Okay.
Okay. We're going to see how we go. You luckily have a whole bunch of
Please, I don't want to lose
advantage. Lily Dumblestuck's fan gives you advantage on the first.
Of course he does.
Fitting.
All right.
Oh my god.
Okay. So 20.
20? All right. Boom. You pound it. Boom. Doesn't even phase either of you. Next one. Boom. Boom. The place. You feel like this tension. People are starting to make more noise now. There's a rumbling, a chattering, like feisty gale, feisty gale, feisty gale. Oh, the gnome. What's the name? The people are shouting from the back. What's it? Another shot. Boom, boom. Pound them.
Dumblestuck!
Lily!
Roll Constitution check.
Do I have advantage?
You do have advantage again.
Yes!
Something tells me this is gonna go very. Brandon Nerd is giving you advantage.
Yes, Brandon Nerd.
That's not great. 13.
That with advantage is 13.
Yeah.
She's
Oh, wait,
a
sorry.
gnome.
Oh, Lily.
Sorry, 16.
Okay. All right.
Constitution is good.
All right. Boom, boom. You you feel that one. What is this stuff?
What is it?
Burns a little bit.
What
Going
do I
down.
see them pouring it?
No, it kind of comes through the crowd. That people hand them forward.
okay.
You know, this is stuff that is burns going down. This is some intense stuff you got going.
I
on.
lean over to the
fireball?
drunk next to me. He's like, how many shots do people normally last?
Not many, friend. Not many.
Got it. Thanks.
And okay, boom, boom, another shot.
Wait,
This
Dale?
one, this one is sort of blurry in your vision a little bit. It almost looks like two, and then it forms into one. You're getting hammered. Constitution check.
Okay.
What are you gonna
Hey,
say?
Jeff.
Do I have
While this
advantage?
is going on, I'll go.
Do I have
And for
advantage?
you guys,
Yeah, you have
Uggo
advantage
doesn't
again from
seem to be
Scurvy Dog.
Okay, great.
at
20.
all.
Sure.
20. What'd you say?
Uggo is not into what's going on at
Okay.
all. Like he seems very agitated,
Yeah,
kind of
sure.
looking around.
Yeah.
Is there anyone in the crowd who isn't celebrating?
Isn't celebrating?
Yeah, who isn't?
Well, do a perception check. And you have advantage. I'll go from Armando89.
Thank you, Armando.
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 Do you want me to be rolling sleight of hands for all the drunks?
Are you picking everyone's pockets?
Anybody that's drunk and passed out in my world is fair game.
Okay. Okay. Yes, you're gonna do. There are off-duty guards. There are a lot of people. So the
Right, but
DC is going to be pretty high.
They're all focused on this right now.
That is
right?
true. That is true. And you know, the first time you did it, it was in the back with that guy. He was sort of cooperating.
Well, I'm taking the drunks and escorting them out. So like, oh, you want this drunk guy out because he's passed out? It's sure, I'll take him out.
All right. It's been one so far. It was the
Right.
person that ran off the table. You can
Yeah.
roll sleight of hand for that.
Okay.
My perception's 17.
There's also cool. You have advantage. There's also, a sort of
accepted
protocol for that. So the fact that you are
Helping the
drunks out might not be the norm.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Can I?
This is the thing that happens
Stay
every
where they
day.
lay and rosy cheeks.
You're more than welcome to do it. I'm not trying to discourage you. I'm just saying that.
I don't know if I would know that though. Like, how would I
Right.
know that that's the norm?
You might not. You certainly might not. But
Right.
clearly,
Might get
it's
some
something
looks.
that happens every single day. And they.
So is there somebody else there that's normally taking them out?
Yeah, this is all sort of perpetuated by the staff and sort of side hustlers that are interacting with it. It's like a prize fight in the center of a bar.
Right.
You know, it's like Fight Club or something.
Right.
It's clear. It happens all the time. We know what happens when somebody gets knocked out. They get pulled off.
Okay.
And water splashed on their face.
Sure.
This is a normal occurrence at this place. It's chaos, but it's sort of organized
Okay,
chaos.
so I won't push my luck. I'll do it 2 more times
Okay.
and then stop.
Okay.
Dirty 20 on your Constitution check, correct?
Yeah.
Hey.
I got another natural 20, Joe.
You got another natural 20. All right.
If
So
anyone can pick drunk people's pockets, it's
hands like lightning. Inside.
No cursed dice when you're trying to.
Not even any.
Now you know why I'm a thief.
Use them for the wrong.
Gold,
Yeah, really.
gold, silver, butt juice. He doesn't care. All right.
No more butt juice.
17 silver pieces that time.
Sweet.
Wow.
Okay, so Amoshan has decided to use his force of evil on Lily's opponent.
Thank you.
So let's see how.
I mean, I didn't need it, but also.
No idea how this is going to play, but. This is a
Another beholder drops in the middle of the bar.
Rosy cheeks. Closed for good.
No, this is great. Viewer submitted The Curse of Civ. For the next hour, you gain disadvantage on any skill roll that you would have proficiency in.
Wow.
I'm gonna apply that to the skill roll that the Constitution saves that Gale is currently
That would
doing.
have been brutal for one of us to get that.
So
an hour.
disadvantage, we're gonna see how Gale rolls.
That's a bad curse.
A 15 and a 16.
Oh, not too bad.
Okay.
Not too bad. Gale is barely holding on. All right, but this is an hour, so the next one I also have a disadvantage on, or Gale does. So what did you roll? You rolled a 20. Not a natural 20, right? Okay.
Dirty,
Dirty,
20.
filthy
Dirty
20.
20.
All right, so we're on, that was 3.
That was 3.
Boom, boom. 2 more come down.
Just curious. Anyone in the bar not?
Oh, right, your perception was 17. There are some more reserved folks for sure. Some of the people toward the back are kind of looking with side eye about, you know, this place is a busy spot.
Sure.
It's in a big city, so it's not unusual to have unknown faces in there. But there are a few people who aren't exactly caught up in the
Yeah, I
revelry
mean,
of it.
it's more of the ones that would be like, what Uggo would be looking for is this feels like a trap to him.
Right.
For whatever reason,
Right.
it feels like a trap for him.
Sure.
So he's looking for anyone who's clearly just staring at one person and waiting,
Yeah.
or
Yeah, you don't know. You haven't clocked any of that.
Perfect.
But you know, there's a lot of excitement because of Gale being part of it, feisty Gale Hammersmith, and so the fourth one, boom, boom, comes down. You're doing all right. You're feeling good. This is Lily time. This is Dumble Stuck hour.
You do.
I'd say James and Fahima are both like wrapped with attention. Civ is robbing people.
Lily.
And Uggo's hanging out near the
You
back.
have advantage from Elias 9996.
Elias 9996. Yes.
And
Use it.
I have disadvantage from the Curse of Civ.
Can you
Amoshan.
inspire yourself?
It's magic, so.
Yeah, I can.
Okay, all
I mean,
right.
people won't know necessarily, but
it's others.
What'd you get?
20.
Okay. You pound it again. Smack your lips. It burns going down, but you're not going to show any signs of feeling it. You stare closely at Gale, and she stares closely at you. And there's a moment where she finishes hers, puts it down, and she goes, "I'm just getting started."
Exactly a lot like that.
Oh, that was perfect.
The place erupts.
No.
Yeah, the crowd like lifts her up. They're jumping up and down, shouting up. Yeah, no.
Are you all right?
Silver pieces being thrown at you from. All right.
I take my flump bake
You
back.
take your flump bake and you take this
that.
porcelain white dragon. That it's gorgeous. It's got its head twists around, its wings are unfurled. The craftsmanship is amazing.
Does it make any sound?
It does make sound. It does make some sound. So you are hoisted up on the shoulders of the adoring crowd. The place is going crazy. People are shoving beers into your hand. You're like, okay. It's pandemonium.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you. I don't condone everybody doing this. Just this is something in my family that we're very good at. From Bingle.
Should we
Oh,
leave?
Bingle. People recognize Bingle.
Yeah.
Ah,
Where I come.
Everybody loves
Where I
Bingle.
come from.
Yeah. It's like saying Disneyland or something.
Yeah.
Somebody's like,
Yeah. The Bingle Tingle. That's what they call this.
the Bingle Tingle.
Do the rest of did you bet 2?
I wanted to, but we didn't get.
Oh,
around
okay.
to it,
Well, I
so.
bet 2, so
All right, so you get 4.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I was gonna bet 25, but I did. I was very distracted by the flump.
All right. Well, I want to tell everyone thank you so much for supporting me and have a wonderful night. Is the bartender over there?
Yeah.
What was his? I didn't get his name.
I think he said his name. No.
And we just kind of had a conversation.
Right, yeah.
Maybe he did, but
I think his name was Hal. Oh no, that was the other guy.
I give him a thumbs up.
Yeah. Gives you the thumbs up, and the next people go down and start sitting down. The place is still lively and having a great time. That moment was an amazing one, but it was a
moving on. Yeah,
touchdown
this is all
before
the time,
halftime, and now we're
Also, I'll go over to Gail. I'll go.
Yeah.
Could you please put Gail over in the corner so she can wake up in a nice place, not in the middle
I'll
of the
take
bar?
care of it.
Oh, be careful.
Yeah, there's clearly a lot of fans of Gail that are like standing around her, checking her out, like waving her face. I mean, she's beloved in here. It's very clear to you that.
Cup of water, lots of fresh fruits and vegetables. She'll feel better.
Should we stay here? There's a quieter inn on the other side of town.
Yeah, let's leave. Uggo makes his way to the door.
Okay.
Okay.
You guys would push your way through the
I
crowd.
take all my
who-
stuff.
We'll take
Yeah.
we'll take the goose and the biscuits to go.
I don't think he's gotten around to it. It's okay.
Okay.
We'll get some food.
Sure. Yes. Yeah. That's
Thank
plenty.
you.
All right, people are cheering.
toss him some
no,
money.
No. And as you leave and spill out onto the street, it's like leaving after as happy hour is continuing. You like spill out on the street. You're like, whoa, that was something.
Well, that was fun.
That kind of
Jeff.
feeling.
I was loud.
If there's anywhere I can buy a freaking pearl on the way to this next inn,
I mean, James would know that there is quite a large market.
Yes. Yeah. So
Maybe we can
are we actually
identify.
able to see Yarley Market from where we are?
No, but you can walk to it pretty easily. It's in the center
it's-
of all of Turles.
Yes. It's sort of a giant
Oh.
farmers market, but
Well, that
everybody.
might be good for us, for everyone to get what they want.
Honestly,
and-
yes. Yeah. That is where we should go. Is it early evening, late afternoon now?
I mean, you guys were in there
No,
an hour
yeah,
tops.
yeah.
It was not. You're still 3-4 o'clock, I would say.
Civ, what were you doing in there?
What?
You seemed busy.
Oh, I was just helping out.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
That's nice.
That's nice of you.
Is Uggo all right? He seems pissed.
It didn't seem like your kind of place. Uggo, you all right?
Yeah,
Okay.
we don't make good decisions.
why, Lily? Wanna?
We are being chased.
Why who?
I don't know, neither do we. And what we do is go in tavern, have good time, like there's not the entire universe at stake.
All right. I see your point.
Seems childish. Also, I have words I need to know, and I'm upset.
Okay. Well,
One of them is upset.
No, I understand that one.
I'll go. Let's go for the Orctionary later then, before we go to bed,
I
huh?
would just like to get somewhere safe and make sure we understand where we are and who's after us and what is happening.
Perhaps if we get a room somewhere and then we can talk, and then if people want to go shopping after that, we can.
there's an establishment called the Old Lantern.
Is it busy and loud?
Not like that, no.
Is it
All
a
right.
pub like the one we originally met in?
I think they have. Are they just rooms?
They have food.
Yes,
but,
yeah.
But this is a much more upscale place.
Well, I'll go. Why don't we go there? We'll get a nice meal and talk in
Oh, my
private
goodness.
about what we want.
It's a force of evil that was just purchased for Lily. I guess you got a little too big for your britches. This comes from
That hangover
from
is going to come
Student
early.
of Grimm.
Oh, wow.
Student
All
of
right.
Grimm.
That's new.
Fitting. Also, I would like to point out
What?
that there was some butt juice in the Rosy Cheeks Tavern. I just wanted to point that out.
Honestly, this makes sense. Cross-eyed. You go suddenly and inexplicably cross-eyed. Inexplicably cross-eyed. All of your attack rolls and perception checks are at disadvantage for 1d4 rounds.
So the alcohol essentially hits you.
Yeah.
We noticed Lily like almost topple, and I
So let's hang on to that until we're in an attack,
Okay.
and the effect will affect.
Got it.
Yeah. Because right now it's just.
Let's learn from Uggo's drunk.
Yeah.
Right. So yes, let's go to the market. Let's get you some of those hand axes you wanted.
Yeah,
And then we
climbing
can-
claws, grappling hook.
You don't want to talk first? Do you want to go to the market?
I would. As long as we get to talk at some point, I don't care.
Look, on the greatest adventures that ever existed,
Fahima.
sometimes you meet interesting people along your journey, and you never know when they're going to come back later on and be magical or say something very important that changes the whole course of history.
Fahima, your hair's on fire.
Yeah, bring it down. Bring it down.
Yes.
Anyway, I want to go shopping too.
When Fahima gets upset, of course, her hair crackles, sparkles with fire. Not a great attribute for the moratorium of Magic City. Good note. Okay, so you guys make your way through the. Good note. For her. Watch your hair. It's kind of magic.
It just seemed like maybe it would be in place at that point.
So you get to you make your way through the streets. All the big thoroughfares in Turles lead to this center congregation area. It's like a pedestrian area that nearly every day is turned into basically a street fair. It's part flea market, part farmer's market, part street fair. And you arrive, you see all manner of things for sale. There are vendors throughout this city of Turles, but all of them tend to have a presence here because this is like a big thing. It's a big congregation point for the whole city. So pretty much any kind of thing you can see. In fact, let me read you a description. It's a lively outdoor bazaar with dozens of vendors displaying their wares on burlap tarps spread out over cobblestones. All manner of goods are visible, stacked on crates and barrels or being sold directly out of wagons or carts. It's part farmer's market, part flea market, part street fair. You see produce vendors and fishmongers, a leather worker displaying gloves, jerkins, and handcrafted saddles in many sizes, a blacksmith with blades and mail, even a jeweler with a selection of gems, necklaces, and bracelets. It seems if you want it, it's available here. People are walking and milling about. There's even entertainment. On a small wooden platform, a pair of minstrels look like they're about to start up a new song.
Cool.
Civ, did we want to
I can give you a visual if you want.
divvy up?
Oh.
Yes, please.
Ooh,
That
pretty.
worries me.
It's
Worries me. There's
Why do we need a battle map for us?
It's not a battle map.
Bizarre.
It's a
It's a
shopping
fun map where fun things
Where are the
happen.
minstrels?
Maybe there.
Stage.
Okay.
Oh boy, okay.
Right?
Can I just say I don't think we're ever going to leave this city? Like, I mean, I love this place already.
Yeah.
Where are we?
You guys
That is so cool.
have sort of
Amazing.
walked in
Paint job is beautiful.
this area. We're not going to belabor
Sure.
purchasing points.
Right.
There is a lot of stuff available here. You guys can mill about. I just thought it'd be fun to give you guys a visual.
Oh, you're missing Lily.
I'm missing Lily.
Great.
Where's Lily?
Right here.
Right there.
Right there.
Uggo, do you think, or Lily, I'm going to ask you first. I'm really worried about the things you're holding on to that are very valuable.
Well, perhaps the safest place for me is on the stage.
What?
Oh.
No, I was thinking Uggo could take the dragon and the.
Oh, you can take them, Uggo, if you want. If you're
Protect him.
careful.
Maybe stick him down your pants or something so no one can get
Okay,
him.
Uggo, you take the dragon, and maybe I'll keep the front.
Yeah, as soon as she puts the dragon in his hands, he smashes it on the ground.
There's gold inside!
Oh my god.
All right. Roll
Oh my god.
10d20s.
Wow.
Keep track of the numbers.
Hang on. I got it.
This is James, where he really thrives.
James is like, ooh, math.
Lily goes cross-eyed.
All right, go.
The first two were 29.
Okay.
Second two. Ooh, wow. Not 20. Hey. So 34 on the second two.
Okay, that's
Third
Jeff, the dragon was the
63.
same as the flump where it was
Third
full of gold.
two
Okay.
is
They're piggy banks, but
21.
not pigs.
21. So that's 84.
Yep. Fourth two is 24, and the final
So 108.
and the final two is dang.
I rolled well.
Yeah, I did. all above 10 every time.
32.
Yeah.
So it's 140 gold pieces even.
Wow. I'm gonna mend
I'll
that
take out
dragon.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Mend it up.
I'll take out a sack and hand it to Uggo so that,
Oh, yeah,
or
shoot, I
James or
can't.
whomever
Yes.
to put all the coins in.
All right.
Okay.
No,
Wow.
word.
So they're not just sitting on the
Well-
ground.
Well done, Lily.
Well, thank you. I don't know if you guys are gonna shop. I thought maybe
The pieces of porcelain are scattered on the ground. There's a ton of gold pieces
Yeah,
that
I'm
fell.
gonna-
Yeah, you guys are. There's people looking and noticing the
Sorry.
strange orc who's
your
on
foot,
his
lift your
hands and
foot. I
knees
got it.
picking up
Thank
gold
you.
pieces. Yeah. It's an odd scene, but this is a bustling marketplace with lots of people, lots of vendors doing all manner of things. These, you guys are kind of wandering about, walking through here. We're not gonna,
Sure.
This is just for fun, visual flair.
Sure.
And the minstrels are about to start a song, and you are able to walk up to any of these vendors and purchase. I have stuff if you want
Pearl,
to purchase.
please.
Yes.
A pearl.
Shopping sheets.
Shopping sheets.
Shopping sheets.
So
fun.
lots of stuff's available, almost anything. No magic, of course, no magical items.
Yes.
And the pearl would be 100 gold.
Can I trade
doing-
something, possibly?
You can try.
Okay. Yeah, because I have a couple things I could try to trade.
What how's our party gold looking?
Fine. It's 235 currently.
So
Nice.
375.
plus that.
How much did we pick up?
140. So 375 amongst us. And then whatever we have ourselves.
Do you want me to talk to you, Jeff, about the trade? Or
Yeah, if you want to go up to the jeweler and try to trade for a pearl, sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So you wander up to. There's clearly a jeweler's a large guy, hairy, barrel chest, big bushy beard.
Can I be with her?
Sure.
Okay.
Yep. He says,
Totally fair.
Hello there. I'm looking to shop for a pearl.
I'm looking to sell you a pearl.
Great. Can I see it?
It's 100 gold. I got a few of them.
and he shows you. There's like 3 lovely pearls. There's a bracelet, a necklace.
I was wondering if you might be interested in a barter.
Not that kind of market.
You might be interested in what I have.
All right.
And I'll pull out the goblet that we found in. Where was that?
That was the
first-
dragon's lair. That was pre-game.
It was in
Wasn't
the
it?
dragon's
Yeah.
lair,
Yeah,
the
it
goblet?
was. Yeah. It's fine. Yeah.
Takes it. He looks at it.
Just watch it.
Here's a cup.
All right.
I'm sorry. You're maybe not from around here. I sell jewelry.
There's jewels on this goblet.
Takes it back again. He rubs it.
Right? Yeah, we got it. Yeah.
Yeah, jeweled goblet.
Episode 0.
Takes a dagger out of his. It's not really a dagger. It's more like a.
Swiss Army knife.
Utility knife.
Yeah, a knife you would use for flaying fish or something, and he like pries at it a little bit.
It's a pretty cup.
Oh my gods. All right, here's your 100. Maybe we can
Hold on,
split
hold
it.
on. Does he have all of his gems out, or does he just have out the pearls?
He's got like cases. He's got little
Sick.
cases, like little
So-
jewelry cases with locks on them.
Sure. So I'll say, hold on. If we buy more than one thing, can we get a discount?
What are you thinking?
Well, I'm looking to buy a set of gems, one that's flawless, and then some that are flawed. So if you have anything that's chipped or cracked or damaged in some way.
I think I do.
Oh, that's
We're here
Yes, I am.
in a special place I like to call the garbage.
While he's doing that, I'm going to let Mr. Whisper go, and I'll say, fetch.
All right, so the mouse that took 7 episodes to appear.
We were never in a city, Jeff. We were never in a city.
Is he a city mouse?
Yeah, I grew up in the streets in an alleyway.
This is the only place the mouse feels up.
The mouse comes out and like stretches. It fell from the sky. It's had quite the
it's
life.
been through some stuff, okay?
Yeah, okay. So you tell it to fetch.
Yeah.
What are you telling it to fetch?
Well, there's 3 pearls out, right? Is there anything?
They're not out. They're in little cases.
Sure. So, and all the other cases are locked and closed?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's what a jeweler who comes to an outdoor market probably would have. It's a series of cases that, are
right. So
individually locked.
He's turned around, right?
Yeah, he's kind of. I mean, but he's not.
He's gonna know.
He's not unaware of you.
Right. No, I know. So, are all of the cases currently closed?
Yes.
Are all of them locked? I'll just reach down and try to pry open either of them.
Sure, you can roll.
Sure. Is that like a sleight of hand?
Definitely.
Okay.
You've got advantage from username Eric.
Username?
Yeah.
You guys with the
Thank you.
advantages. I'm gonna have to raise the DCs on these things.
19?
Okay. So he kind of turns for the split second.
Right.
Fahima, you kind of miss it. You don't even see his hands move very fast, but Civ reaches out and kind of pulls at the locks of this case that has pearls in it, and you do notice that it is
They're locked.
Locked, and you pull your hands back, and as you do that, you see striding forward 3 guards.
Oh
And-
boy. I've only been half paying attention. Are you about to get us arrested?
Is that a cup of minis?
It is a cup. It is a cup of
mini.
minis.
Couple minis.
It's a cup of minis.
Cup of ramen, cup of minis.
3 guards that are sort of striding this way.
Lovely.
Behind, Audric Lucerne,
Oh, great.
who's walking
This guy.
ahead of them. And they're striding down the street, staring right at you guys. And Audric makes his way up all the way with these 3 guards in tow. And
If I spot them, I'm going to awaken mine to Fahima and say, I don't know what Civ is doing. Please tell him to be careful. We have company.
So, James, I think you, maybe even Fahima, you would be aware that what it looks like is happening as this group of guards and Lucerne are walking down the street. It seems very clear that Lucerne at the head of this group is kind of casting detect magic as he walks down the rows of vendors.
Got it.
And they're like doing a sweep.
Yeah.
Right? So as he's getting closer to you guys, I don't know if you still want to do that, but he's casting detect magic as he's moving up toward all of you.
Okay.
And he walks up to straight up to the group, Lucerne, and he says, I appreciate what you've done, but rules are rules. And there is a moratorium on magic here.
We heard.
Yes, well,
You were just casting magic.
Yes, I am a duly appointed representative of Nightstone Abbey, and I am helping with monitoring of the situation.
We have no intention of raising any ire of you or the watch.
Yeah, I almost cast magic a couple times, but I stopped myself.
She's learning.
Well,
Excuse me, sir, but I don't believe we respond to you. Correct? And you seem like that's important to you, hierarchy?
yes? You don't respond to me?
Well, you said that you won't respond to me. Now you are, so maybe it's all broken, but we don't have to respond to you.
And he leans into you and he goes,
I do it back to him.
are you drunk?
Not at all. Oh, great.
It is not you that I'm worried about. It is that. And he points at Meep, kind of nestled in your hair. A magical creature is just as magical as each of you and probably unable to control itself.
She's just a baby.
Until you leave this city, I must request
No.
that I quarantine her. And one of the guards
Touch
produces
her and I will rip off your arms.
rip off my arms.
Yep,
and
and then
these
beat you with them.
guards will have something to say with it. I'm sorry, you must comply.
No, she's just a baby. She doesn't know
Wait.
anything.
I assure you
hold on,
she will
hold on.
be-
Surely we can negotiate this.
This is not a negotiation.
Wait,
this
hold
is
on.
the law.
Hold on. If she were to allow someone that you trust to hold on to Meep, would that be okay with you?
I assure you, if you would listen, Meep will be cared for. She will be brought back to Nightstone Abbey, where the only place where magic is allowed in the city.
Like you cared for the book.
I believe it was under your watch that the book
I
was
believe
stolen.
it was your watch.
We weren't watching it. We're taking a tour.
I'm not here to quibble with you. I'm here to confiscate your firebird.
Listen. The bird is harmless.
That is not your decision to make. It is a magical creature, and there is a moratorium on magic in this city, and I will have it. Give it to me.
What? Wait.
And the guards kind of step up and around you with the cage, this small cage. It looks like a dog would fit in it, or a cat, or a, rabbit.
Go.
Yeah, okay.
Tell it to fly.
Yeah, okay?
No, that was to him.
Meeple, I love you. Come back to me. In a while.
And Meeple.
So it unfurls its fiery wings and starts flying up, and the guards are like, unable to figure out what to do with the cage. They're like, and Lucien
Magical creatures, they're so unpredictable.
People, however, very predictable. I'm very disappointed, and I will remember this. And he leaves, walks away.
I'm telling you, he did it. It's him.
The guy, as they kind of walk off, there's continue to cast detect magic, and you see Meep, like the fire in the sky, kind of head out over the tops of buildings and out of sight.
She'll be all right.
Fahima. Meep will come back to you.
And
They all.
the jewelry vendor goes, "You still want a pearl?"
Yes.
Yes.
Perhaps. I tell you what. I'll buy it as a gift, and I'll just hand him the 100 gold.
Okay. He takes it gladly and gives you a pearl. So you guys are able to buy the things that are on that list. It's
Question.
yeah.
So there's a couple instruments there.
Mm-hmm.
Are there any drums in the city?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
How much are the drums? They're not on the list.
Are you sure? I thought the drums were on the
I
list.
didn't see any drums. I saw
Thunder.
lyre,
Loot's good.
horn.
That could be loot.
Right.
That was on.
Lyre.
Oh.
I think a drum is 2 gold pieces. I could be wrong. Let me double check.
Drum. Under tools? No, yeah, it's lyre and horn.
Oh, where's my thing?
You're
We
a
can
liar.
figure that out later. But yeah, there
yeah.
you can. I think it's 2 gold pieces, but
Okay.
I have it here somewhere.
There's different prices on that. Which one do we follow?
The normal price.
okay.
Got it.
Does he have some garbage gems that I can pick up?
25 gold pieces.
Yeah, I mean, if they're purchasable on that list.
Okay. I'll take a look at it.
Yeah. They should all be on there. Flawed gems are on there.
Okay.
So you guys can note down whatever it is you want to purchase, and you can let me know.
50 feet
Okay. I need a bit of fleece.
And as you're kind of moving through. Like I said, there's a leather worker with all kinds of leather goods and saddles. There's a blacksmith and.
I'll go to the blacksmith and ask to see some studded leather armor.
Okay, I'd probably be at the
Yeah.
tanner and
The leather worker.
leather worker. Yeah.
Could you make saddle for gnome?
What?
Could you make saddle for gnome?
Small.
Yeah.
Small. Oh God. Not again. Who put you up for this?
What?
Sorry?
Was it that goblin?
There's a goblin?
Who? Listen, I don't know what he's up to, and I don't want to know. I don't want to be a party to it, and I don't like. Did you tell the gods? I saw you talking to him. Did you tell the gods? I promise. I'll tell you where he lives. I'll tell you where I delivered it. Just don't tell the gods.
Yeah, tell me. I'll find it.
And Uggo's very, very clearly trying to hide
What
a smile.
goblin?
All right. So roll deception.
Or
Oh,
persuasion.
you have. I'm sorry. Yeah. All right. You have advantage. I'll go from Albridge Fireforge.
Thank you, Mr. Mr. or Mrs. Fireforge.
Oh, you needed it.
So good. Deception. It's gonna be a 10.
What are you laughing? Please. I don't want to be a party to it. I just made the tiny saddle, and that's all I know.
Sir, It was for me. On his back. I can't walk very fast, and he helped me.
But you made this for a goblin.
No.
Well, you already
Now
told
you're
us.
lying to me.
Listen, the city already doesn't like us. Maybe you could tell us, and we could figure out what's going on.
If you've got trouble,
Yeah.
Well,
You called the right people.
I may have made a tiny saddle
Okay.
recently,
Okay.
Right.
No need to say when.
and there may be some goblins living in the city who I made it for them, but their gold is just as good as anybody else's.
No,
Why are you
no,
telling
no,
me
no.
you made a saddle for a goblin?
Have
Who
you seen me?
cares?
there's no blame to go around.
Why does it matter at all?
What are you so
I'll tell
nervous
you where
about?
to go if you want to get it, but I'm not making another one.
Well, we can go get that one then, Uggo.
Okay.
Maybe
Obviously-
we could buy it from them. How much did you make it for them for?
Quite a lot. It is a custom jobber.
Congratulations.
They gave me some special leather. I don't know where they got it. It's probably from a creature they killed.
Huh.
Not too nice, those two. Like I said, their gold spends just as well as any other.
Of course. No,
So
there's nothing to be ashamed of.
Where are they?
I have an idea. Here, have 2 golds, and maybe you will tell me where they are.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Master
You're in
Briber.
the southeast of town. I can tell you how to get there if you want.
Yep.
Just don't tell them you heard from me.
Don't even know your name.
What were their names?
I didn't ask.
Okay.
It's okay.
All right.
Yeah, very nice goods.
Thank you. You wanna
This
buy-
studded leather armor is quite nice. I'll take one.
Oh, thank you. Whatever price it says there.
45. 45 gold.
Right. It's all listed. I wrote it
though, I
down.
don't know.
I learned to read and write specifically for this moment.
As I'm about to hand it back, I say, oh, there is a scratch on it. I don't know. This is about 40.
Is this a shakedown then?
No.
James.
No, I'm trying. No, it's.
You're
All
gonna
right.
help us.
All right, 40 gold. See, just get out of here and don't mention my name.
All right.
I don't know your name.
So where should I go?
He tells you a very detailed explanation of how to get there.
Okay.
That was interesting.
Very.
You guys are really
How
good
are we
at this.
doing on money?
We're all right, other than the pearl. We have
Thank you
hand
for buying it
axes.
for me.
Yeah, I spent 30 gold.
I mean, I can entertain if I need to, if we need money, but if we don't
know.
need it,
That's all right.
no. I think we're doing fine.
okay.
Should we get anything other than hand axes, grappling hook,
Oh,
50 feet of rope?
Lily.
Yeah.
I point over to the blacksmith and the weaponry. A crossbow's only. A small crossbow is only like 25 gold. Could something like that be useful for you?
I mean, I never shot one, but it seems cool.
You guys are like the end of the Wheel of Fortune when they're like that and that and that.
Jeff, how many climbers kits do we need in order for all of us to be able to like climb?
Well, Civ doesn't need one.
Nope.
So probably 4.
Cool, great.
Although,
I didn't
if
know
you
if it,
somehow
like,
got a
helped
saddle that was the size of the lily, maybe.
Yeah, then it would be 3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, and so as you walk by the blacksmith, you hear, "Psst. Hey, I heard you talking about magic. You interested in magic weapons? Magic weapons?
What do you have?
Well, I don't have anything because it's the center of the city and there's a moratorium on magic, right?
Yeah.
Right? I wouldn't sell that to you and I wouldn't even suggest I could. But if I knew a guy who I do, I would tell you it's in the northern part, just outside the town, in the shanty, me cousin, Jorel. Jorel can get you a right good setup with some magic weapons. If you wanted that kind of thing. Well, you didn't hear it from me. You can sell your regular weapons anytime. I'm here to help.
I have a question. Is there someone you know who sells something that can conceal?
I don't know about that. I'm just a simple blacksmith with a cousin who can sell you magic weapons, see?
I guess.
If you don't want that, then you didn't hear it from me.
You're 3 climbers.
Be on your way. I'm all fine.
see
Everything's
climbers'
great.
kits.
And have a wonderful day. Sorry about your bird.
Thank you. What was your name, sir? Jorl is who we're finding.
There's my cousin Jorl.
If we were interested,
Who should we say sent
Who
us?
sent us?
Oh, I'm Olaf.
Olaf. Thank
Olaf?
you. Great.
I'll slip him a few silver pieces.
Oh, thank you, brother.
Sorry,
You're very
sorry.
welcome.
Oh, yeah, I'd like you
Manacles
guys.
is 2 gold.
Yeah, you're welcome to come around here anytime. Thank you. All right.
Climbers.
If I wanted to
Climbers,
find some
climbers.
things around the city that were, let's say, illegal, where would I go?
I like the cut of your jib, I do.
Carpenters,
All right, let me tell you.
masons,
North of town,
tinkers.
on the road, shanty town. It's where everybody goes when they can't stay in the city walls, you know
Oh, they
what
do
I'm
have a
saying?
drum.
The city's run like a tight ship. Out there, anything goes, see?
Have you ever seen or met anyone with white horns on their head?
No, can't say I have.
Oh, all right. Well, thank you. And I'll give him a few more silver pieces.
I like this one. All right.
Lily,
Yeah?
I bought this for you.
And he
Oh, there
pulls
it is.
out a drum.
It's not your flute, but this is how orc make music, and I would like it if you would do that.
Thank you, Uggo.
You're welcome.
That's so nice. And you know what? I actually do play the drum.
You do?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. My grandfather taught me.
My grandfather taught me how to play. I'm not very good at it, but he taught
I
me.
bet you're great.
All right, so
Climbers kits are 25 apiece. I mean,
you
that's
guys
gonna be expensive.
get your purchases
Yeah.
settled. You get your loot. You're kind of stocked up. Nobody bought any potions of healing.
That would have been an intelligent thing to buy, wouldn't it?
Yeah, we should.
How much
mean,
are they? 50
50
apiece?
gold apiece.
How are we looking?
We can buy one, sure.
Yeah,
Or two.
Let's.
I also still have the Flumpy Bank that we haven't broken yet. just
If
so
you
know.
want to break it, that's it was.
You
It
want to
could, it
break
could also
it
be our
open?
retirement fund.
I tell you what, why don't we save that and
Yeah.
we'll spend the rest of the money in healing potions?
Yeah.
Good idea.
Sounds good.
Love it.
So
there's
2.
No. Well, are we counting the money that came out of the dragon?
yeah.
yeah.
Yes.
I have
Then-
not handed that to anybody.
Oh.
Oh,
But
no.
I just do.
Until now.
I mean, you literally beat me to it because it'd be like, hey, here's 110 gold.
I love the idea of Uggo holding 110 gold pieces this entire time,
It is
just
me.
awkwardly. Yeah. Okay. So you guys make your purchases
Right.
at the market. Are
Yes.
we heading to bed down
I think
tonight?
we're heading towards the old lantern. Yes.
Okay. So you make your way out. I didn't even get to hear.
It was
the-
beautiful.
the
You made me
minstrel
nervous.
Song.
I'd love to hear it.
Yeah, well, there's always tomorrow.
I may have written a minstrel song.
Oh!
It's okay. It's your thing. It's your thing. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it.
It's
No.
not my thing.
We were in market long enough to hear it.
Can we hear the faint sounds of it? Like it's gonna get stuck in our head.
I can do the minstrel song.
Yeah, please.
So it's these two, one with a pan flute, one with a lute, and
I'm so
I don't know why I
excited.
even told you I did this. Why would I even bring it up?
Obviously wanted to share it.
Too late now.
I wrote it, but it's your thing, and I feel like I'm never gonna do it. You knock it out of the park every time.
No.
But this is the thing you notice as you kind of exit this way,
Yeah.
heading toward the eastern part of town, toward the old lantern, is these guys are bad. They're bad minstrels. The song that you hear is bad and also wrong. And you guys would be one of the few people to really realize how inaccurate it is. So it goes sort of like this. I'll tell you the tale of the wardens and their battle to save Olivine. They came from the sky astride dragons, glittering gold and divine. Their swords were the size of 2 wagons. They shot laser beams from their eyes. They defeated the forces that warred them and saved all the people of Ain. So at night when you sleep and you're snoring, there's a reason you'll wake up fine. It's every child who believes in the wardens. They're real if they're real in your mind.
Precisely how it happened.
So you guys walk by and you have this moment of like,
We would know.
That's not how it went down at all.
Our beams.
Lily goes, there's heart in it. You all don't say anything, okay?
No, of course not.
There is
They
heart in
certainly
that
tried.
song.
Nothing like the DM shoehorning in the thing he worked
There you
on.
go.
Okay.
I'll flick a silver piece their way.
Are you sure you don't want to buy a flute?
I can't find one
They
here.
didn't have one.
They didn't have one.
No.
First thing I look for.
All right, so you guys make your way out, and as the sun is sort of setting, you make your way to the Old Lantern Inn. It's a very lovely place. It's upscale. I mean, there's really nice food on the menu. There's nice lodgings. I mean, there's chandeliers. This place is the opposite of Rosy Cheeks pub and tavern hall. This is, a really fine place to sleep. It costs what a fine place to sleep would cost too. It's several gold pieces to stay here, and you guys check in pretty uneventfully, and make your way up. You get how many rooms would you like? It's 3 gold pieces per room per night.
3 is fine, I
Sure.
guess. Yeah.
Okay.
Sure.
So how many rooms do you want?
Yeah, 3 total.
rooms.
Three total. Okay. So you guys.
I mean, there's what, 2 beds in each?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So you
Although
make your
can push
way.
the beds together on yours if you like.
Like a super bed.
Okay.
Lily and I can share. She's small, and I'm small-ish.
Though I could sleep. We are within distance of my quarters. I mean, I could sleep there.
No,
Maybe
let's
we
just
only
stay
need 2.
here, okay?
Stick together.
Let's stick together. I agree.
All right. As the team decides to stick together for the night, you all sort of make your way to 3 separate rooms, and
Can I talk to a couple people before we sleep?
Yeah.
we'll do that next week.
I knew that was happening.
We will definitely have that conversation
I want to
next
go over the
week.
auctionary.
We will. So, we arrive at the Old Lantern Inn. We are weary from a long day. A lot has happened. There was an incredible event at the library where life and death was played with. We will pick this up in the city of Turles next week.
My gosh.
There's lots more to explore. We found maybe some side quests to check out. We'll see if the
Yeah.
team decides to pursue those. And we will be back next Wednesday at 6 p.m. Pacific time here on Caffeine. I hope you join us. It's fun when you're here live because you get to influence the show. We'll see you next week. Until then, be good to each other.
Bye, everybody.
Well done, everyone. Beautiful, wasn't it? And Jeff, really, truly, your accents make me wet. No, really, my brain kind of gets more wet. It's just what happens. Anywho, to all of you who played along and interacted with us throughout the evening, our humble thanks. And thank you to everyone that shared our adventure. And my respect and thanks to Seth Leopard, Crabtree2113, and Zonust, whose viewer-submitted force of good cards were used on tonight's show. Please join us next week and every Wednesday at 6 p.m. Pacific, right here on caffeine.tv, as the Dungeon Run continues. Oh, and make sure to follow the Dungeon Run to get live notifications. Until next week, may the dice roll in your favor.